And the funny thing about it was when I asked for me change, she just didn't know what to say. It was brilliant, mate.
I don't think that's the kind of thing she's going to see very often. But, you know,
Exactly. It was like, oh, girl, what can you do there? You
I've
know,
seen one of them on the bedside table before.
Yeah. How many of them do you get to a pound, mate? Well,
Free for a pound.
I may not be an expert, but I'll have a good look at it. I'll just put my hat on because we'll be going live in a minute.
Good job I learnt oboe at school, wasn't it?
Oh, we are live. Oh, hello, everyone.
Hello.
Oh, God. Just as well kept that clean, isn't it? Hello, gang. Colin here, Festa 67's workshop, and my lovely assistant tonight. Yeah, it's him.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Gotham says hello.
It's Fox, the model making guru. Yes, look at that. It's coming up to 12 o'clock, Fox. Got a show on, haven't we?
Midnight.
Shall we have a look? Who's in the chat? William
All
Raven's
kinds of people.
Says it's time to stir his stew, he says. There you go.
Who's stirring what now?
William Raven, stirring his stew, mate. Hello, William. Hope you're doing all right, mate.
Hey, William.
Johnny's in, says, come home early for a different live stream, but they must not be doing it today. Yeah, I think the ISM guys, there was something going on, and they couldn't make it tonight. An ecumenical matter, that was it.
That would be an ecumenical matter.
He's saying hello to William, also Gemma.
Does that mean people were falling out about something?
I don't know, mate.
No, it probably does.
William Raven saying hello to Gemma. And he's saying hello to her again.
Hey, Gemma. Hey, William. Hey, Eric.
Lynn Dipple's in saying hi.
Hey,
She's saying, hoping you're keeping okay, says Gemma to Lynn. Look at that, Fox.
I see all this. I see all these hugs and hearts. Thank you very much to all of you.
Yeah,
just for me as well. Just for me. And there might have been some for you as well, but I didn't notice because I wasn't really paying attention.
Well, no, these ones are mine. And these ones are yours. The clue's in the one says Colin, and one says Fox.
Hang on, let me do this. I think I've got more than you. I think I've got more.
Yeah, but I got mine first.
Oh, there's always something.
Dibs.
There's always something. I forgot my rings.
Oh, hold up a minute. Fox is just going. No, we won't go there.
I'll just put my rings on the table.
Yeah. Got to put your drawer. I can't get mine on my fingers at the moment. I've had to move my wedding ring to my pinky finger, and my other rings are on me.
Have you gone a bit swollen, lad?
Yeah,
and not for the right reasons.
Yeah, not for the right reasons, mate. But you know more. But yeah, so I've had to go for safety option and move rings about. And like I say, my wedding ring is now tight on that finger. So.
Why do I get the impression? Just hold your hand up again. Is that a tattoo on your finger, or is it like a ring that stained your finger?
No, that's a tattooed wedding ring,
okay.
Mate.
I just suddenly thought it's like a ghost of a. You know, sometimes you get rings that like stain your skin.
Yeah, it's a bit faded because I have been married that long.
It was black. It was dark black in the old days.
Yeah, it was the thing. It was the thing to do in 1989, wasn't it? It was like, get a wedding ring tattooed and pick a gold one up later. So that's what we did.
I can imagine that's quite painful because it's quite close to the bone.
Oh yeah, it smarted a bit, and we did let out the odd.
Fortune broomsticks.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll talk about tattoos later if you want. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's my way. Yeah, it's my way of getting my own back on the carcass, mate. Mayhem Model Works. Hiya, Lynn, he says. Lynn Dipple saying,
did he get any hugs off Lynn? I bet he didn't.
Oh, Andy.
Yeah.
Let's scroll up. Let's have a look. No, he hasn't. Not yet.
No.
But there might be time.
It's me and you, dude. We're the special ones. It's me and you.
Oh yeah, we are, mate. You are apparently within as well.
I've got to be somewhere.
Yeah. Dad's in saying evening. Oh, hello, Dad, mate.
Dad hugs.
All right, mate. And early night for you, Mister. By the way, I think you need a bit of a rest, Dad.
Wow, what's he doing? What?
He's been a bit poorly again, bless him. He's had to make some pains and spent the day in bed yesterday because he wasn't right, you know. And you just need a rest, mate, recharge your batteries a bit, fella. So
in that case, Dad, in that case, Dad, don't come down on Tuesday. Wait a few more days. Wait till you're feeling right as rain. Paints can wait, dude.
Just have a rest, mate, tonight. Yeah. That's what I think. Early night, tuck yourself up with a nice cup of Ovaltine and some Werther's Originals.
Yeah. What he really means is roll yourself a massive, great, dirty bifter.
Yeah, I would have rolled you a Friday night crippler, mate, and posted it to you.
A B-52.
Oh yeah, we'll send you up
Cam-
Festa's vape with some of these
Camberwell
Jamaican
carrot.
grass. Belated anniversary wishes, by the way, to Chris at Gross and Gemma. Happy 25th, folks.
Oh yeah, I forgot it's on a visit today, wasn't it?
Happy anniversary, the pair of you. Many congratulations and all of that. Lots
Hang
of
on a
huge
minute.
milestones.
Hang on a minute. It's their anniversary today, and they were both in my e-model stream today earlier on. I'm quite honoured.
Yeah.
And they're watching. There's Gemma watching now, so quite honoured.
Yeah. So happy anniversary. I don't know whether it's today or whether it was yesterday, but happy anniversary anyway.
Yep, happy anniversary. What did you get me? Oh no, it's not how it works, is it?
No, it's not how it works, Fox.
Oh,
No, it's
should be.
not about you, that one. That's
It
about
should be.
them.
It should be.
Oh, look, you're getting model making guru hugs.
Am I? Where from? What? Oh yeah.
From
Thank you, Dad.
Yeah.
I'll give
You're still not
Gotham a
getting
belly.
them, mate.
Hey, what?
He's still not getting them. You're not getting any more Mama Fox hugs.
Nope.
Stop trying to creep.
Nope. But in the absence of dad hugs, I'll give Gotham a belly rub like a virtual dad hug.
Does he fart when you do that?
Yeah, but it's like a little puffing fart.
Oh, it's a Hufflepuffin.
It's a Hufflepuff. It's a Hufflepuff. but like a dog fart, when it's really tiny, it's obviously the smell of death. The smaller it is, the worse it smells.
Lynn's giving out the hugs as well again.
Yay.
Gemma saying hello to Mike. Johnny saying hello to Dad as well.
Oh, can I just point out that after Dad says hello and gives hugs to me, Lynn gives me more hugs.
I'd scrolled past that deliberately.
Did you not notice that? Or did you just avoid that one, did you?
I did. It says, hi, Fox. Dag hugs to you both.
Ooh, so I got more. I got 2 lots of hugs.
Yeah, but I got mine first.
Oh,
First always wins, mate. You're second.
oh. I have to call the adjudicator on this one.
He's also saying, tell Katie congrats. Good luck in her class as well. She's giving out the love tonight, isn't she?
All right.
Chris Connorbear's in, saying hi to Scaly. Hello, Chris. All right, mate?
Chris Connorbear. Anybody with the word bear in their name is clearly awesome.
Oh, yeah. And you would want to give him a hug as well. He's a rather a door frame filler, is our Chris. In a nice way. But I know in you, like I do, there would be a fox-shaped indent on the side of Chris where you've gone.
A bit like Paul.
Paul Stewart's like Velcro, isn't he? You know when you get a pot of slime and you can't quite get it off your hand, can you?
Get off.
Paul, leave me alone.
It'd be interesting to see what he's like doing the huggies now. He's got his like rampant terrorist beard.
Absolutely. Sue's in there saying hi, Mike, at Scaly Models. Look at all of them hugs and kisses he's getting. Hey?
I know, he gets all the hugs. Look,
Dad's
Dad's a right charmer.
Dad's a right tart, isn't he? He's a right old scrubber, isn't he?
I know.
Apparently, Mayhem's throwing a Nerf ball at you. Don't know why, but he is. He's throwing a Nerf ball at you, mate.
It missed and hit Squishy, and Squishy ate it to death with vicious fangs and poison. Because despite being adorable, Squishy's actually highly venomous when necessary.
Oh, is he now?
Oh yeah, if necessary, he'll defend me with venom and spitting and the teeth, and he's got like whirling blades and all kinds of things on the inside.
Oh, bless. Oh, dear. What are you like?
I don't know where whirling blades came from. It sounded good.
No, it sounded good to me, mate. I'll have some of that.
Whirling blades.
What was I doing there? Wrong one. That's me. Typing in the chat using typey words unsuccessfully. I hasten to add, but if I don't do this,
See what are you doing now? What's this?
Well, if I don't type in what I'm about to type in, I'll get the look, and I'll be called names. If I don't give out the love and kisses to Sue, so she'll get the ump, and I'll get that. You know that awkward silence when you go into an hangout.
Wait, hang on a minute. So even though you're on the telly with your face on the telly box and you can say it using mouth words, if you don't type it in chat as well, you still get the look.
Yeah, because you got to do it, mate. Honestly, yeah, because I will get the look, mate, and it's a scary look, mate.
How did you type that quite so fast? That's quite impressive.
Copy and paste.
Oh, you've got a little notepad document ready to go.
I certainly have, mate. You taught me well.
You ain't no fool. You
taught me well, mate.
I did.
Gemma saying hello to Sue. That's Sue saying hello to Scaly.
I don't envy you going through your chat, because it's like 45 minutes of everybody giving everybody hearts.
Oh, absolutely.
There's no way to backpedal out of it. You've got to go through it.
No. And not only that, folks do like to see their name on the screen, don't they?
They do.
Paul Lines is in. Evening, everyone. How do, Paul? Just have a quick scroll. Everyone's saying hello. Joseph Kelly saying hello, everyone. Hello,
Joseph Kelly.
Hope you're doing all right, mate. James Chapman's in saying evening, guys. Evening, James, mate.
Hello,
Hope
James.
you're doing all right, buddy. That's everyone dishing out the love arts and everything. Jamie Bones in. Hello,
Hey,
Jamie. How you doing, mate? Welcome to the late night Friday, I would say fun fest, but yeah, see how much we don't get done tonight.
Old blokes after dark, not the show you have to pay for either.
Johnny says, I'm just going to stay quiet tonight. My wrist is really bothering me. Oh, yeah, what have you been up to?
I don't even want to know.
Peel that image off them retinas.
I'd say family friendly, but this is your show. We don't need to worry about that. So
yeah, we don't normally do it. It normally degenerates once we've been on for about an hour, doesn't it?
Yeah, fine.
Mayhem Model Works is in straight in there with a belly and bench. Well, bench anyway. Pizza and roasted chip things have been nommed. Time for silliness.
What are roasted chip things? Would that be roasted potatoes?
Pizza and roasted chip things have been nommed.
Who roasts chips? Would that just be potato?
I don't know.
What's a roasted? I've never heard of a roasted chip. That'd be like a thin. That'd be like a thin baked potato, I guess.
Be like a chip that's been roasted, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, I guess so. I suppose the answer is in the question, but
well, yeah, it's corrugated, isn't it, mate? You know,
it's guns, isn't it?
It's a chip, isn't it? Yeah, I had the barbecue ribs and all of that. Oh, mate, and the big golden wonders.
Ribs. Whoa.
Yeah. Oh my
I
god.
could just go for some salt and pepper ribs. Ooh.
Oh yeah. Nectar Candygram for Mungo says, "Hi everyone. What's that? He's got my model Nebelwerfer going to build along with the gang. Dad at Scaly Models. I hope you'll be back to 100% very soon." Yeah, he's just cream crackered, mate. Bless him. And he's got matchsticks in his eyelids, and it's like, dude, have a rest.
You did well saying Nebelwerfer, though.
I know. I'm getting good, ain't I?
Not quite figured out your V's. Not quite figured out your V's and your W's, but you're getting there with the German. Pretty good.
Oh yeah, I think I could pass as a German, a bit like Richard Burton did in them really good British war films.
I am a German officer. Well, that's because German officers always speak with an English accent. I'm a German officer. Yeah. Can't you tell?
All he needed was the cigarette holder and the smoking jacket.
If you're in World War II and you want to pretend you're a German, just hold your cigarette in the wrong finger. Like hold it like that, not
Absolutely.
Like that. That's how you do it.
Mayhem Model Works, he says to Dad, do you want some of that Dork Hunster Iron Dwarf? Well, that sounded wrong. Iron Dwarf prep.
I wasn't looking at the screen. I was like, what have you just said? What?
I'm only reading out what's on the screen.
What did you call Dad? And what door?
yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like, get that right. Evening all, says Iron Man 129. Hello, geez. That's my ice queen hugs. Look at that lot. Typed it in so quick, didn't I?
Oh, you did. Very efficient.
Jeff Light is in.
Hey, Jeff.
New name there. Hello, mate. Yep. Welcome aboard. Good morning, guys.
That's a nice Vulcan on his icon there and all.
I know, and all in chat. Absolutely, mate. Good afternoon, evening, on that, wherever you are in the world. Candygram saying hello to everyone there. Sue says, I loves you, see, Colin at Festa. I'm getting the hugs and kisses now, see.
Yeah,
you ain't.
See.
You ain't.
You've uncorked the bottle.
Yeah, but you ain't.
I know, but I've not done the finger words ever.
Yeah, but I took the time and the effort, see, to show a bit of love.
To copy and paste it.
Yeah, at least I did it.
I'll just do that. There you go. Big heart in 3 dimensions.
Yeah,
there you go.
But it's not the same. Still, yeah. Behave you, he says. Oh, here he goes. Yeah, you know what's going to happen now. Look at him.
There you go.
I'm doing good, he said. Enjoyed last night's hangout. Was nice to put some names to the face. Absolutely, James. Absolutely, mate.
Squiggly hugs. There you go.
Oh, God.
That was not just... I didn't just copy and paste it. I handcrafted it like a proper artisan. You see. It was much more... Shut up. Moving on.
Still got mine first.
If looks could kill, I'd have a slight itch.
Still got mine first. Philly says, get better, mate.
I could go off you, you know.
Not second.
I could go off you.
Alice Queen says liver. Mayhem says onions.
Oh, yeah.
Chaos says bacon. Chris says gravy.
Mayhem
So
does
you-
explain about the roasted chips. He says he ran out of chips, so you have to have roast potatoes. So he
but
just
more
meant roast
bacon.
potatoes.
Absolutely.
More bacon. That's my favourite kind of
Seriously.
bacon. More bacon.
Yeah, proper. You can't get enough bacon, mate.
Actually, no. My favourite kind of bacon is free bacon, and more bacon is my second favourite.
Philly says, if you need more sleep, he says, to Dad, just watch a few more Spurs games. And he's laughing at Scale Modelling Chaos. Yeah, bless. Saying it's football banter going on. What would I know? I'm a West Ham fan.
I have no knowledge of football at all. I don't do any sport, so it's
Yeah.
all just Greek to me.
And Philly says, could be worse, Chaos. You could be struggling to get the 10th. Jeff Lyatt says, my first time in chat, although I do follow Colin and Fox a fair bit, mate. Always welcome, fella.
Yeah, welcome. Thank you for coming in chat. It's always good.
If you ring on the bell on the channel there and select all, you'll get all the notifications of when our renamed drivel is on your big telly.
I nearly broke copyright then when you said ring the bell. I nearly, but I'm not gonna. I can go that high.
Oh,
I just
you
don't wanna...
wasn't. No,
I
sorry,
was,
no.
but then I was like, oh, copyright now. I can sing that high though. You'd be disturbed to know.
God, the fault of you singing Ring Mark Belt to your toothbrush.
I can do quite a good falsetto. I'll have you know.
Oh, God, man.
It's growing up listening to ELO. You have to learn to sing at high pitch. And John and Vangelis, you kind of
You
learn to
stand there
sing
with
at high pitch.
and you're in a pair of old leg warmers on, and you're giving it the beans, aren't you?
It's a misspent youth singing along to John and Vangelis songs. You can't do deep baritone.
Oh, yeah, he did a bit of the old high pitch stuff, didn't he?
Oh, God, yeah.
Philly says, welcome to Jeff, as the Sue. Bobbins 9000 says, gigantic bacon. Thanks for breaking your cherry earlier, mate, and posting your first share in my group, mate. Much.
Cool.
I feel very honoured.
I'm glad you finished that sentence after I finished it in my brain.
So you thought. I
did wonder what you were talking about.
I had to be very cautious how I worded it.
You had to steer that boat back on course.
Yeah, I had to just guide that post-it note straight down the middle of the screen.
Yeah.
Felicity's laughing out loud. Yeah. Ice Cream says, yeah, you could say that again to Mayhem. Yeah, absolutely. And that, if I've missed anyone, apologies. But that's the chat scooted through. It's that time of night where I'm going to tease Fox mercilessly now by flicking on the side camera.
Oh, look at that. Oh.
Yeah, because, yeah, you know it's there. And look.
We need full screen sweatiness now. Look, just good God, man.
Yeah, you want to see the full screen sweatiness, don't you?
Ow, good God.
And of course,
You have to make a twang noise when you do it, though.
twang.
You can't just say twang. Make a twang noise. Twang.
Yeah. Leave the camera alone, Carl, when you're doing a Muttley. There you
What
go.
noise does a dog make? Dog. No.
Yeah, woof. Woofity woof woof. So yeah, that's kind of my very understated Baneblade.
I think it's very subtle. I think what you need to do is find a 1/35th scale model of a cathedral and actually jam that on it as well somehow.
And of course, I've got all the cranes that go on there as well that are currently tucked inside. And I've been thinking,
Oh God, you haven't, have you?
yeah,
Good things always come when you think, actually. So I shouldn't say that because
we're going for motorising all of these, isn't we?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no, just a bit.
and having them do their turny type thing.
Oh,
How cool would it be if these did the same?
I thought that's what you're going to do anyway, and I wasn't sure how you were going to do it.
And yeah, is that something you'd like to see?
Oh yeah. Can you make them flash lights as well and
Yeah, I can put
spit projectiles out?
I can put random LEDs in there and have them cycle in a circular motion.
Oh, dear God! It's going to contain like 30 kilograms of electronics.
It's going to take a lot of power, isn't it?
It's
But
going to
no,
need like you'll be going downstairs saying, "Love, where do we keep all our diesel generators?"
Well, yeah, it's just I don't know. I've just been thinking about different because we know what we're doing with that barrel. That's a secret, but
Yeah, that's the super secret one. Yeah, we know. About that.
but yeah, I was having a faff with it during the week, and I was just trying to get my head around the electronics and where I'm going to conceal everything. And I just thought,
Yeah, rather
someone
you
had
than
to
me.
know.
I wouldn't be able to figure that out. I've no knowledge for electronics at all.
Yeah. So today I've got little more dudes I've printed out, mate.
Dudes.
Some will be for the Valkyrie as well, but I've got
Oh yeah.
some little
Oh,
tiny Grots. No, what's the other one? Grots and something else.
Grots and Gretchen are the same.
Gretchen, Grets.
Orcs are the big ones.
Yeah.
Grots are the smaller ones.
Yeah.
Oh, they're also called Gretchens.
Those sort of dudes.
Yeah, and then the Snotlings who are even smaller, but I don't think you've got any Snotlings.
You know, he might just have to hang off the barrel. We don't know.
Hang off the barrel.
But, you know, do you want him hanging on there like that? You know, because that's the type of stupid thing they would do, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
one of them would be looking down the barrel to see if it's working.
yeah, we got ammunition carriers. We got a welder with the welding mask and a welding.
They're all in German helmets. That's kind of funny.
Yeah. And then obviously kind of different dudes. There's going to be dudes running. Some of these I might use for the Valkyrie. That one's got a drill.
I bet.
Because, yeah, he might be just stood in one of them things at the back.
Yeah,
that's a tank commander bloke with a set of binos, and he's pointing.
There you go.
So, yeah. So I'm going to be playing with them tonight and doing them, and then probably start breaking this apart. Because I think I might start filming the priming during the week.
Ooh, that in itself is about a 6-week job.
Yeah.
Episode 1, priming. Episode 5,
priming.
Episode 27, guess what? Priming. It's like me with the X-Wing. Episode 32, more wing.
It's one of those, I think, in primer, you'll be able to see everything as one colour.
Yeah.
And then I'll be able to just sit there and start thinking of the paint job, and then it's going to sit on the side in primer for a little while.
And then in 2027...
No, I'll probably start filming the painting when I come out of hospital, because it'll be easier than building, won't it?
Yeah, that's true.
So I'll probably sit and just relax and do a bit of painting and film as and when I can. So that'll mean then probably next week I'll start the Valkyrie build.
Oh. Although having said that, you're saying you're doing all the painting, but when are you going to do all the electricity on it? Is that after or before?
I will probably install that before I paint the hull.
Yeah.
But, you know, I can sit and be painting turrets and things like that. There's a couple of turrets to paint, isn't there? And
yeah.
Obviously we got to figure out painting that bad boy and all. Let's just move the ladder.
That's glorious. That's the one good thing about putting it in primer, is that when you put it in primer, all the kit bash bits suddenly make sense because they're all the same colour.
That's it.
But and then you go, now it all makes. Look at that. You can't even. Oh, this is the best thing ever.
You love it, don't you?
I love it. You know what you should do? You should tell me to stop coming up with ideas. Is print off some little opened, empty bean cans and things, like cans of beans that he's been living up there, and that's all he can do is eat cans of beans.
A little bit of detritus on there. Of course, you've got a little grot with his gun on the front as well. Like that's going to make a difference.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's mad, isn't it? It
is just glorious. It is just epic gloriousness.
Of course, you know, the ladder of doom.
Of course, yes.
Getting them all primered up, I think, is going to make it easier to just sit there and look at it and go, yeah, okay, I can see where I'm going now, and start.
And it's very important to keep in mind that in the time it took you to build that, I've sort of almost just about finished assembling that.
I'm still full screen now.
Oh, sorry.
No one can see you, bless you.
In the time you've done all that, I've kind of built that.
Yeah, and
so I'll just shut up now. I'll just put that over there. There you go.
Put yourself down, mate. You're doing it right.
I have actually glued those guns in place now, so I think I finished it. I don't know if I finished it. I think I did. I think I actually finished it, and I'm starting on dudes. But what I'm going to do before we get going is just do a little bit of tidying up from the Imperial Knight I was doing earlier on today. What bits of clean up I need to finish doing? I might as well do it now while I've got it out.
I've got some more greebles and guns, ammo and that to go on as well. But I shall paint all of these off the kit, and then they can be added as garnish when I do.
I meant to say, by the way, if you want some ideas for your Valkyrie,
yes,
not that they're relevant, but if you go onto Forge World at some point and just look up Valkyrie, there's a couple on there, and there's a couple of variants.
Oh, right.
And one of them's just got like a massive turbine right behind the cockpit and things like that. They don't look, they're not anything you want to do, but I'm just thinking for ideas of what you could do with it.
You just want to get me on
spark...
Forge World as well, don't you?
Well, there is that, but just to spark the ideas.
Absolutely, mate.
Because I don't really know what you do with the Valkyrie, to be perfectly honest.
Nor do I.
Yeah.
I've kind of knackered myself in a way by going OTT on this, haven't I?
Yeah. I mean, you could just do the Valkyrie as a Valkyrie. You don't have to do it as Orcs, but I don't really know what you could do with it. Wayne Model Works is in.
Hello, Wayne. How you doing, fella?
Also, Graham McRoberts in.
Hello, Graham.
Welcome,
All right,
Graham.
pal. Nice to catch up with you again last night, mate.
Aye.
And of course, these little dudes came off me resin printer, and I was mightily impressed with how they came out, to be honest.
Indeed. Right, I've been doing some work. I'll do some work. So, how have you been anyway, dude? Your show. Talk about yourself.
Right. Yeah, I've been all right, mate. You know, obviously, bits and bobs and that, you know, been dealing with this week. But
Yeah.
no, it's all good, mate. It's all good. Bit more filming done on a few projects. Little
Awesome.
bit of editing to do, and yeah, so it's going to be one of them. I want to try and get a lot more filming done over the next month, as you know.
Yeah, just to get stuff queued
stuff
up
in there, because I was supposed to go under the knife on Thursday, but I had postponed it. One, because the wife has her surgery next week.
Yeah.
And also, I would rather be double vaxxed before I go in the hospital for a long-term stay.
Yeah, I don't want to alarm you, like, but you know the hospital it's full of like sick people and stuff.
Yeah, so
We've got sick people in there, so
it is one of them. So I'm happy that decision's been made now. But obviously, the bulk of this week's been spent dealing with real life stuff. So
yeah,
over the next month, I want to conclude the ball tank. I've got the Death Race commission that I want to edit the last few bits for on video.
Yeah,
that's nearly finished, and then the Harley Quinn is just lipstick and mascara to tie the figure in with the base.
Mm-hmm. I assume by that you mean literally lipstick and mascara, not just.
Yeah. It's a figure paint that I'm doing as a commission for James's other half, who's in.
Oh no, I know what it is, but I mean, I assume you literally mean lipstick and not figuratively, but literally because it's Harley Quinn. So.
Oh yeah, lipstick, mascara. She's got her fishnets on and all of that. Lot,
oh yeah.
You know, so it's just tying the figure in now that the figure's on the base. It's just blending it all, as you would know.
Oh yeah.
Into one piece. So I can hopefully get them dispatched then and sent. And I want to round all the models off that I've got on the go.
Yeah.
So that in recovery, I can be doing like paint the Baneblade, film that bit by bit, and get some episodes of that up before I start my next big builds, because I've got the motorbike one, the Ninja Carbon. You remember the one I was swooning over on E-Models?
Oh yeah, the one that made you a little bit moist.
Yeah, Wendy Hickson sent me one as a gift and kind of broke Festa. Fox has just dropped out there. He should be back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There he is.
There I am. Yeah, sent you one as a gift, and I said, "Oh dear Lord."
Yeah, Wendy sent me that as a gift, so kind of broke Festa. But if you haven't seen the video, it's up on the channel, folks.
Is that one of the big 1/9 scale ones? Or 12 scale, or whatever it is. It's one of the massive ones.
Yeah, it's the 1/12 scale. You know, the one we did on the E-Models live the other week. The one I was going, motorcycle porn. Yeah, Wendy very, very kindly sent me one, and
cool.
I may have got a bit soppy, but
did you have a bit of an emotional moment?
I did. It's nice. It's one of those, you know this yourself. It's nice that people take time out to think about you.
Oh yeah,
it's extremely humbling when you get sent a gift from someone.
Oh yeah, especially when it's somebody's taken the time to go to all that trouble, and it's you get something, and maybe you get a kit and you get some treats and sweets, and it's like it's so nice when people go to all that trouble. It's very, very humbling, like you say.
Lovely that people take the time to do it, because it's very humbling. We're not just saying that. We genuinely mean it. Those of you that are watching that have had this happen to you, you know what I'm on about. It feels it's very surreal, doesn't it?
It's a massive dose of the warm fuzzies, basically.
It is.
It's
It
like
really is.
I've got boxes in the storage room of kits that people have sent me, not for me to build and paint, but when I was doing
Yeah.
giveaways and stuff, just to give away as prizes.
Yes.
And they said, look, here's a load of models in my stash. I'm never going to make them. Have these, and you can give them away on the Sunday show.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it got to the point where I could no longer afford to do that at the time. I can't.
Oh, yeah, I had it where I was doing a lot of the stickers, and I spent 60 quid on postage in 1 month.
Yeah.
So I had to calm it down just for a little bit because.
But it's.
Go on.
It's kind of upsetting in a way because I've got all this stuff that people have sent me to give away, and I can't do anything with it at the minute.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to make them. I'm not going to make them and paint them because they're not for me. They were to give away. So
Yeah.
I'm having to. They've been sat there in a box for a couple of years, and I feel bad because the people have said. I can imagine them thinking I sent him all that stuff, and he's not even done anything.
Absolutely. James sent me some Lego during the week, loads of sweets, and made me a Lego sign, and
I saw that. It was good.
I'm going to put that up in the man cave, but it's knowing that people have taken that personal time to just, because we all know about the negative stuff, and it's just nice. And I'm a firm believer, I did it with Wendy when she sent me stuff, I said, are you okay for me to make a video, or would you like me to remain anonymous?
Yeah.
And I'll just say, I've been sent this gift, blah, 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 blah. But I like to film it as a way of showing the people my appreciation.
Oh, yeah. Whenever somebody sends me something, I could, if it's somebody I know, like if it's, it's one of you guys, I tend to just like open it anyway and just say thanks to you guys. But if it's, if I know it's something worth filming from you guys, I'll film it. But if it's just from somebody else, then I'll always see, if I can, I'll always try and film a little mystery package time video, just because it's nicer to thank them on camera than just send them a message saying, hey, thanks for the thing, it was great. They actually get to see my reaction.
Absolutely. But yeah, it is really humbling, and I'm always eternally grateful when people do that, because it's just nice.
It's like, and I'm not blowing my own trumpet here at all, but John Byers put a video up today. He did an interview with me a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I'm going to sit and watch that.
I could actually sat and watched it. I hate watching myself, but I actually sat and watched it and found myself giggling a few times. I'm like, it wasn't so bad.
Yeah.
But I was just humbled by some of the comments on the video. People saying, Fox was what got me into Gunpla and things. And it's like, I don't fish for comments like that, but it's always very humbling when people that I don't even know. A lot of the people in the comments are like, I don't know who these people are, but and it's very, very nice when that happens. It makes you realise that you're doing something good. I think.
It makes you realise that there is some good out there.
Oh yeah.
And
somewhere there's good.
Yeah, it's very humbling. I've got one. Talking of interviews, slight plug coming up. I've got one tomorrow over on Black Rifle Model Works.
Oh, jolly good.
Luke is interviewing me tomorrow, and it's funny that I still cannot understand why someone would want to interview me.
Oh yeah.
I can't help but feel a bit nervous about it as well, because it's like, it's strange when someone else is talking about you when you're there, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you get questions and answers in chat and things, and it's just strange that a few years back I'd be the one sitting there watching these shows, and then suddenly you're a part of them. It is really strange. I still struggle to get used to it.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing of why would somebody want to interview me is, I've done a few interviews. Most of them have never been. I did a few interviews that just never got shown.
Yes.
But it's always weird because it can go one of two ways. It can be really good. Like the interview I did with John was really good because I know John anyway. Yes. And we had a good half an hour, a bit of a laugh and joke before we started recording. So we had a good time. So I was in a good mood anyway.
Yeah.
But I've done interviews with people that I didn't know, and that's quite hard because there's no rapport there. And sometimes they can work to give you a good rapport and you have a laugh and you relax.
Yeah.
And sometimes they just don't. And if it's a bad interview, you just sit there going, "Oh God, it's like having
it's painful, isn't it?" Yeah.
Yeah. But Luke should be, Luke anyway, so he should be all right.
Absolutely, but it is still very humbling that someone wants to interview you, and he's done other modelers as well and interviewed them. It's not as if I'm the only person, but it's still very surreal when you get chosen by someone else for their show. I just find it very humbling. It's like we often have it, you say to me, dude, you've been around us long enough now, I'm still a fanboy, I freely admit it, of people, because it just seems strange, and we're only blokes at the end of the day, sitting in our man caves building plastic models. But
at the end of the day, though, it's just you're an interesting character, and if nothing else, you're a fascinating character and a funny guy. It's what?
I'm a slightly odd character.
Well,
it's one of them. I honestly was so. I mean, you've known me for a number of years now.
Yeah, I can't get away from you, but I'm trying my best.
The amount of times I've sort of thought, this isn't for me, and you have you have been very good at dissuading that side of my nature.
You mean beating out of you?
Yeah,
pretty much.
But it's a strange one, because finally you're fitting in a community, and it just seems surreal.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I suppose ultimately nobody thinks they're worth consideration for something, because most people would be like, why would you want to, why I'm nothing, I'm just some bloke.
Yeah, absolutely.
The funny thing you have to remember is that you don't know why people nobody knows why other people like, I can't cut this damn plastic card for toffee. Nobody really knows why they are of interest to other people. Everybody thinks they're the most boring person in the world.
Absolutely.
But you don't know. I don't think I'm funny. I think I'm just annoying and waffly, but people seem to like me. So, although I don't know why, I kind of take them at their word, I guess.
You're eccentric.
That's one way of putting it.
Yeah. No, you've got an eccentric personality, and it's endearing. Yeah, we know you can waffle, but that's the standing joke with us, isn't it?
Yeah, I've just got to the point where I kind of just think, you know what, I'll just trust everybody's judgment. I think I'm just an annoyance, but they seem to like me, so.
I mean, we all goof around because it hides our own insecurity at the end of the day, doesn't it? Let's be honest.
At the end of the day, we're all completely rubbish, so.
Oh, yeah.
I've got cramp in my leg. I can feel it starting.
Oh, you're going to be doing the Michael Flatley's.
I suffered just over the last few months of every now and then I get a thing where I don't necessarily get cramps in my right leg.
Yeah.
Because I will admit I'm, what's the word I'm looking for? Sedentary. It's probably a good word. My lifestyle is not exactly one of the most active lifestyles.
Oh, yeah. Same as me, sedentary. Yeah.
Yeah. Like a hippo, really, I'm sedentary like a moss.
I have a recommendation for you for that.
Oh yeah.
When I leave my man cave at night and retire to my lounge, I have a pair of floor-mounted cycling pedals.
Oh yeah.
And when I'm sitting having my dinner or watching the TV or whatever, because I treat this as a job of work.
Yes.
What I do, because like me, you're housebound, you'll know exactly what I'm going to say.
Mm-hmm.
I get up in the morning, I make a cup of tea, I walk up and down the garden path as if I'm walking to work, come in, do me time at the bench, go home for the evening, have me meal next door, shit shave and a shampoo, as you know, and then I'll get the old cycling pedals out whilst I'm watching a bit of, I don't know, the Deep Space Nine.
Deep Space Nine.
Keep the old legs exercised by giving the beans to the cycling pedals. I would heartily recommend, mate, you get a pair.
Well, we do have. Mama Fox got one of these things a few years ago where you sit in a chair, but you've got like a handlebar thing, and you put the pedals on it. It doesn't do anything. It's like it's one of them, and I'll have to dig that out because I thought about doing that because we've got one of those. Yeah. Mama Fox never used it.
Because obviously, where I have MS, your muscles do waste away. You lose your core muscles, and hence why I've had so many spinal surgeries and fusions.
Yeah.
So for me to keep my muscles and blood circulating is really important.
Yeah, for me it's just slothfulness.
And it's the muscle memory, and it's just teaching the brain there is something at the end of my torso that needs to be exercised, and it works for me, mate. So give it a go. See how you get on.
I keep meaning to do it, but I just keep not doing it. The problem for me is that it's like the workbench is here.
Yeah,
the computer's there, and the Xbox is on the other side. So
you need the pedals in your eye vision.
Yeah, I'm either working at the workbench, or I'm working at the computer, or I'm not working at the computer, or I'm playing on the Xbox.
Is
I
that
spend my life in this chair, basically.
is that a case of you have a case of can't be arsed-itis?
No, it's just a case of the only things I'm interested in doing are working this,
Yeah.
editing and doing social media as part of work, or
Yeah.
just surfing the web as not part of work, or playing on the Xbox. Because there's nothing else to do. You can't go. I can't go out and about anywhere. So, and it's everything's in this chair. So it's like here's the chair, workbench here,
Yeah.
computer desk there, Xbox. So I just go. I just turn around. That's all I need to do.
Oh, you're like Wallace and Gromit. You just get lowered down on a little machine, don't you?
Yeah, I just literally rotate. That's it.
So I could wire you up to one of my stepper motors and have you rotate like one of my turrets.
Yeah, it's like you remember in I don't know, going back to you remember like in Captain Scarlet where the head guy in Cloud Base sat behind a desk and would just rotate around. It's just that basically. And aside from like going downstairs to make the dinner or do stuff from Mama Fox, there's nothing else to do. I can't go out anywhere because you can't go anywhere anyway.
Yeah,
I used to enjoy walking to shops every day, to the corner shop to pick up bread or whatever, because it was my 5 minutes getting up and down the road.
Oh right,
Can't do that nowadays. It's like
what you like. Claire's in the chat saying hello, Colin, Fox, everyone in the chat. Hope you're all doing okay this morning. Hello, Claire. Hope you're doing all right, sweetheart.
But
hope the boys at the ISM are okay because we kind of missed their show tonight because they wasn't on. I hope everything is okay at headquarters there, love.
Maybe they have Ted as a guest star and he pressed a button.
Yeah, Ted's probably pressed a button.
It's like, hey, we're going to get Ted on our show. No, please don't.
Friday nights without Paul and his crew is quite empty, so I look forward to that.
I keep meaning to tune in and watch the ISM show. I never get a chance because I'm always Friday night. I'm always doing stuff. So
yeah, it is. Yeah, no, they've got a good sense of humour and they do a nice show.
Swig.
I didn't want that arm to stay on anyway.
I'm gonna have to refresh that water at some point. I'm running half. I'm half full.
Is it a bit gash?
What? Do what?
Is it a bit gash then? Is it that water?
No, I've got halfway through it and I need to replace it with more. I did make the terrible mistake of about 10 minutes before we hooked up in the StreamYard was to go make a cup of coffee and then thought 11:30 at night coffee. I'm going to not sleep if I do that. I'm not going to get to bed till 4 o'clock and then I'll be awake till 7 o'clock. That's not going to work, is it?
Oh, we won't stay on that late tonight.
No, we can do.
You got your live stream. I've got a live stream and I'm with Luke. So
no, I don't care.
We'll see how we go. We always say this every week, don't we? And
I'm fine. The funny thing is, right. This is the weird thing with me, and it's been this way since I was at school. If I get 4 hours sleep, after 4 hours, I wake up and I am wide awake, bright and sparkly, happy as a lark, fully refreshed, absolute back, health bar back to full, health, stamina and magicka all the way back to full, no problem.
Yeah.
If I get 5 hours sleep, I'm fucked. If I get 6 hours sleep or 7 hours sleep, I'm absolutely knackered. If I get 8 hours sleep, I'm all right.
Yeah.
But if I get 9 hours sleep, I'm absolutely knackered again. So if I get 4 or 8 hours, I seem to be like fully refreshed. Yeah. But give me 1 minute more, and it just goes full 360, and it just shambling.
If I'm in bed, it's 4 hours. I'm lucky. I've got one of those adjustable orthopedic beds. The old bzz, bzz, bzz.
Oh yeah.
But after 4 hours, I've got to get up and move because of pressure points and that. It's just too painful. So
yeah, it's a bit different for you.
Yeah, so I'll come down. I'll make a cup of tea. I'll watch something, or you know what I mean. And then I just put the massage chair on in the lounge, and I might nod off and have another hour power nap. But I tend to have sort of like 3 or 4 hour power naps at random times. There's never a set time. If my batteries are running low, I just think, right, I'm getting a bit tired. I'll go and try and have a power nap. So
Jeff Light says, iPad is about to run out of juice, so I...
Yeah.
And then he finishes mid-sentence. Take care, Jeff. Yeah, but it's weird, like literally 4 hours sleep. If I go to bed at 4 a.m. and I wake up at 8, I'm fine. I'm absolutely fully refreshed, but give me 5 extra minutes in bed and I'm absolutely crushed. 5 minutes more than 4 hours.
If you put your alarm clock on snooze and you do actually manage to nod off for another hour, you wake up and you're like, I've just been beaten with every weapon imaginable.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, the thing I'm having at the minute is a real pain in the bum at the minute is I'm getting some toothache at the moment. My teeth are being a bit sensitive.
Yeah.
But just nothing major, just a little bit sensitive.
Yeah.
But I kind of made this equation in my head that what was happening was I was breathing through my mouth while I was sleeping.
Oh,
I
right,
think.
yeah.
Because sometimes I get like a blocked nose when I sleep and I'll breathe through my mouth. But
Yeah.
when for some reason, when I breathe through my mouth during the day, it's fine.
Yeah.
But when I'm lying in bed and it's nighttime and I breathe through my mouth dries out really fast.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I'm thinking maybe because my mouth dries out, the saliva that does all its good bacteria killing stuff in the night doesn't get to do its business, and therefore my teeth get really sensitive because there's not being repaired by my natural chemicals. So I'll breathe through my nose, which is what I normally do anyway. And for a while it's fine, it's no problem. But then just the last few days, I'll be fast asleep. I'll get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go for a wee, like you do when you get to our age.
Yeah.
I'll come back to bed and I'll be lying there and I'll have my left nostril be blocked because it's always one nostril's blocked. My left nostril will be blocked. My right nostril will be not blocked but a little bit, but it'll feel like I can't catch my breath.
Yeah. Oh, I hate that.
And then I have to breathe through my mouth to take a deep breath.
Yeah.
And it's like, but I don't want to breathe through my mouth because it makes my teeth hurt in the morning. And it's like, and then I can't get to sleep because I'm trying to breathe through my nose. And if I lie on my right side, it's okay. If I lie on my left side, I can't breathe. If I lie on my back, it's fine. It's weird.
Oh, you're falling apart, mate.
I'm just getting old, aren't I? It's just detritus.
I mean, my nose is useless. I badly broke it years ago, and they attempted to repair what they called the deviated septum.
Ooh, deviated septum.
It was a proper flat to the face, broken nose, So,
I'm afraid anyway, you deviated your septum without the cocaine.
yeah. God, no, I wouldn't touch that crap. But yeah, so they did that to try to pull the nose out and make it look like a nose again. But it kind of didn't quite go according to plan because it's practically closed off the right nostril. It's moved over basically.
Oh yeah.
So you know when you're asleep, your nose changes, doesn't it? It changes nostril. Is it every 40 minutes or every hour?
Something like that. Like one
You'll
is
breathe through
one
nostril, and then after an hour it switches left to right, doesn't it? And it does that continuously.
And that's when you realise you have to turn over because you turn over and suddenly you can breathe clearly. You go, oh yes.
Well, when it comes to the right nostril, it sounds like a kazoo.
Oh, I get that.
People will probably. I've been asked about this in my videos many times. I constantly clear my nose, sniff when I'm, and it frustrates me. And obviously, watching my own videos, I'd love to edit them all out, but So I was asked once, why do you sniff a lot? Do you take drugs? No, I don't. But it's just that the nostril gets a bit agitated, so you've got to try to clear it,
On that thread talking about things that you didn't realise you did that really get on people's nerves. For a long time when I don't really do it anymore, but when I used to record videos live, so I'd literally turn on the camera and the microphone and just start talking and doing something and edit it later. One thing I didn't realise I did was I'd kind of go a lot. So I'd be saying, anyway, and I don't know what that is. That I don't make that noise when I'm just normally talking.
Yeah.
But it's like I open my mouth, but my tongue sticks to my roof of my mouth. I didn't know I did it.
Yeah.
I don't do it in normal conversation, but when I'm filming, I'm like blah blah blah, and some guy called me out and said, "Why do you keep making?" I'm like, "What noise?" Oh, I hadn't even noticed it.
Well, no, it's a bit like what fan noise, wasn't it? You know what I mean?
So after that, I had to, when I was editing videos, I had to make sure I edited them all out because it was just embarrassing. I'm like, oh, I can't do that. I don't know why. I think it just kind of had
four boils because, like, I find when I'm about to go live, I get the yawns.
Yeah.
And of course, when it comes to doing voiceover, I'll sit there. I've got my cup of tea. I might not have yawned all day. The minute I hit record on the microphone, I start, and it's like, really?
Oh yeah. I've got, when I do voiceovers, I think the thing when I was going was just like cotton mouth, like, get a dry mouth when you're talking.
Yeah.
And then it was just it was conditioning. But one thing I get with doing voiceovers is, it's really weird, but I sit and I've got my monitor in front of me here, so I'm sat here. Using monitors again. Here's me sitting there. There's my computer monitor here.
Yeah.
And I've got another computer monitor here.
Oh right,
And what I tend to do is this is where my Audiosity or something is running.
Yeah.
But what I'll have is the microphone's here on a boom arm, and I have a notepad open on this monitor with the dialogue if I'm doing a voiceover, if it's scripted.
Yeah.
'Cause I've started doing scripting for videos so that I can put proper subtitles on.
Oh, mate. Yeah.
So I can do proper closed, because apparently if you have proper closed captions and subtitles, it really helps your video.
Oh, right.
In the listings, it gives it a bit of a boost. So I've been writing scripts that I can then use that as a subtitle text. Anyway, I've found that when I'm doing the voiceover, I have to have, if you imagine the computer screen was there, I have to have like the text file here.
Yeah.
A little thin thing, because if I have it any higher, it lifts my head up, and after about 10 minutes, it's harder to speak.
Yeah.
And if I have it too low, my voice kind of gets constricted, and I get a sort of sore throat. And it's really just like doing a...
God, that sounds a bit like me with my Death of the Week and that on e-models with my little strip.
Yeah, but it's just that if I'm looking straight ahead, it sounds weird that I can sit here and talk for like all day. I can.
Yeah.
You know, anyone can talk the legs off a donkey, only I can get it to get back up and walk off again. But, you know, and that's fine. But if I'm doing a voiceover and I talk for 10 minutes, my voice just fails.
Yeah.
I don't know why. So I have to make sure my text is at the right angle. Otherwise, it's just really weird. My voice just goes all croaky. Voiceovers are hard. It's really hard doing voiceover work.
Yeah, I find it easier for the way I film because, as you know, I just flick the camera on and film. Because I might have an episode of the Bad Shakes or something, and so I leave the camera. Yeah, I leave the camera going, and then I chop down everything that I filmed, get rid of all the empty bench time, and then try and cobble together enough for, say, a 25-30 minute episode that I can sit and voice over. So
yeah, for you, it's a pure practicality that
it is.
You have to do it.
You know, I can't sit here and say like I've done it before. This week I'm going to film a bit on the e-models build or that build, and then when it comes to it, you can't film for shite because you can't stop shaking.
Yeah.
So it's out the window.
Well, it's like other people I've said to them, don't do that kind of filming because it doesn't give the best results. But for you, it's different because that's
it's the only way I can do it now.
Yeah. But you've kind of mastered the art of it, so you're good at doing it. So
yes. When I first started, I used to do like you do, you know, you would sit there, you go, right, half hour, bomb, da-da-da-da. But as things have progressed, you've lost the ability to do that, you know, and I can be guarded with how I do lives because every now and then I'll disappear my hands off the screen because I'm sitting on them because I've got the shakes, you know, and you then get them to go a little bit tingly numb and then they stop shaking and then you can do another bit, you know, but you adapt, you improvise, you adapt and you overcome. But,
yeah, you kind of hide it all in various ways. And not that you need to, but it's just more self-conscious.
No, I mean, I never used to mention it, but because it was just purely my own GP said, you know, you've got to accept you've got it and come to terms with it because you're in denial. And now I'm quite open about it. It is what it is. And,
I mean, you used to be, with your MS, you used to be like Dad and Mama Foxhugs. He never talks about them.
No, it was one of them.
He never talks about them like you never talk about your MS.
Yeah, but, you know, it's just one of them.
You know how Dad never mentions those, but, you know.
No, he never does. I wasn't aware he had had one.
Not ever.
When was this? Yeah.
Even when it's not in.
But, you know, I think it was you yourself that said, you know, you should be more open about it because there might be other sufferers out there that think they can't do the hobby and seeing you might inspire them. So
yeah, that's the thing. I mean, there's a certain trade-off when you do this kind of stuff and YouTube's. There is a certain trade-off that, you know, do you want to be yourself on camera? Do you want to be a character?
Yeah.
Do you want to be some mixture of both? I kind of settled on. I mean, the me that people see on videos is kind of me, but kind of a bit of an act as well. There's a little bit of character in there. It's not...
we all caricature ourselves, don't we?
Yeah,
a bit.
Kind of. You know, I play on my stupidity to the maximum, but there's a certain point at which it's like, I'm not public domain. Just because I'm on a video doesn't mean that people have the right to know everything about me. That being said, though, some things it's like you said, some things it's good to discuss purely because it's important.
Oh, absolutely.
Because, like you say, like people watching may have a similar situation; they might find comfort in that. But then, I always steer clear of going the full like boogie 2289 and just talking about my problems all in every video because nobody wants to watch that.
Absolutely. If someone asks me a question about it, I'll happily discuss it.
Oh yeah.
But I've never been one that will sit there and go, I can't do that because I've got, you know what I mean? Because that's lame.
No.
I run on a good, better, best each day.
Yeah.
You know, a good day's this, a better day's that. You know, it works for me.
Yeah, I mean, I take the same thing. There's nothing worse. I mean, I've never done a video where I've sat there and said, you know, poor me, here's the situation, this is this, and this is this, and
No.
I feel really... I've never done that because I've not been through anything that needs that doing anyway, but...
No.
It's never... I don't... That's not what people want to watch. When they watch my stuff, they want to watch silliness and nonsense. It might be at some point, but there are people
we've
that do
said
that.
this before, haven't we? That, you know, our silliness can hide the fact that underneath we're really struggling, you know, and people that have met me or know me personally know that I have my insecurities, should we say, and self-confidence, you know, your mental health issues and that, you know. You're like me, we're locked up 24/7, so you get a bit of cabin fever, you get a bit eccentric, but you overthink things, and this is my worst character trait. And you overthink things. Someone might say something or you'll hear something and it becomes everyone's against you, doesn't it? You know what I mean?
I've had to beat that out of you a few times.
Absolutely, but I need that, and you're close enough to me to know that I need that. But what I like about you and Dad and that is you're not shy in saying, you know, get your shit sorted out, mate, and come back to us in the real world because you've been a dick.
More calling awesome. You're talking about your ass again.
Our good true mates aren't afraid to do that, are they? And that's
exactly.
That's the good thing. So
that's the thing. But yeah, I've never held for these. I'm not going to give examples, but you know, where somebody's got a channel and they'll do like one video about something, then every other video will be like, oh, poor me, this problem, that problem.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't care. I want to watch you make a model. I don't care about your problems.
Absolutely. I mean, when Dave Barker turned up and Reese came to the house, you know, Reese was actually really shocked because he hadn't met me. He'd only ever seen me on camera from the chest up.
Yeah.
And when I answered the door on 2 walking sticks and was using grab handles to get round the kitchen,
grab handles,
he was kind of stood there with that cartoon character jaw, and I looked at him and I said, "Are you all right?" He went, "I didn't realise you was like this." I said, "Like effing what? You know what? You know what I'm like."
Yeah, like what?
And he went, "Well, you know." And I said, "Yeah, but Reese, you forget. You see me from the chest up, mate. This is me."
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to deny that I didn't have a similar reaction when I first met you, because it was E-Models when I first met you in person, I think. Wasn't it?
You was pretty shocked, weren't you?
I wasn't really shocked, but it was like, I was more like, oh, I didn't realise. I mean, I knew you had the MS and I knew you had mobility issues, but I was more like, yeah, I don't know why I didn't expect that, because obviously you have mobility issues. So
it does throw people, because I'm very clever with my camera angles, as you know. And it's the standing joke. Mind how you go down there, Cole. We don't want you getting stuck.
Well, he's very clever with his camera angle because he's actually a brunette. You wouldn't know that, but there's actually a ponytail going on.
So then, when I was stuck on the floor, you did see my camera angle. Then
I don't want to look at your camera angle ever again.
You know I'm a brunette. Dad's in the background. I can see you.
I never want to see that angle ever again.
Yes. It did. You know, it surprised Chris, bless him. You know, it was like, do you need to bring the wheelchair? And I said, no. I said, can you give me an idea of the layout of E-Models when I get there? And he said, you'll be pulled into the car park, probably walk about 15 paces. You'll be in the shop and there'll be a chair. I said, then I won't need the wheelchair. There's no point in bringing it. But, you know, it threw him a little bit, and we was chatting on the way up. I said, I'm going to be more rocky on me feet because I've been sat in the car.
Yeah.
Once I'm up and about, I'll be able to get around a bit better. I said, but I'll have jelly legs when we get out.
Yeah.
I said, so when we get out, if you can just be stood behind us when I get out of the car in case I fall backwards, mate. And then Chris knew that.
That'd be great, thanks, yeah. What got me was more that you got in there and everybody's just stood there like, having a laugh and talking. I'm like, shall I get you a chair?
Pete didn't realise, did he? E-Models was like, oh, I didn't realise you was on Canes. Shit. You know, it's like, don't worry.
And it's like, everybody's there and I'm like, so I'll go and get a chair then, shall I? Because You were just being too bloody polite. I'll just stand here looking uncomfortable.
I was being quintessentially British as normal.
I don't mind standing here in
I
crippling
could
pain.
stand here all day long, and it was like, yeah.
So I should
But
get
no,
a chair then.
it does throw people, and this is why I don't do Telford. Because, as you know, you've been there. Telford is very, very busy. And
Oh, God, yeah.
I get asked all the time, obviously before the Velociraptor, why don't you come to Telford? Would love to meet you. And you politely decline. But it's simply because
There's nowhere to sit.
there's nowhere to sit. I'd have to take the pram, and I would just be getting under everyone's bloody feet. And it's more knackering for me and the people close with me because they've got one eye on me as well as trying to enjoy their day, and it's not fair.
However, there's one thing you're not equating into that equation.
Yeah.
You're saying there how you'd be in the wheels and you'd be in everybody's way. You forget we're all idiots.
Yeah.
If you give us a bloke in a wheelchair, shenanigans are going to ensue. You know it.
Oh yeah, you've already threatened to push me into the Forge World and leave me in there. And
Yeah.
leave the brake on, and
So
Paul
you wouldn't-
Stewart
you-
will be stood on the back of it when he's doing wheelies.
Yeah. In reality, it wouldn't be a problem at all because we just all have laughs and
Yeah.
just mess about and we'd just like, I don't
But
know.
it does throw people, and you get conscious of that. And dare I say it, that is my own fault because you do hide yourself away because of that.
Yep.
And my wife, she'll go out and she has to really give the ump and sneak the wheelchair in the boot. But I've only been in it twice in public, and the bottom lip I had.
Was it proper grumpy face? Was
Oh yeah, because it's your pride, isn't it? Because my philosophy is I'm not paralysed,
it? Yeah.
so I shouldn't be using a wheelchair. And all the time I can stand up, I'll drag myself along the road. But it's like Helen says, if you fall and you land awkwardly on your spine, you've got fusions and all sorts of metal in you.
Yeah.
You'll end up paralysed if you go at the wrong angle, mate.
And then it'll be even worse.
It'll be even worse. So she's got a point. But my own
Well,
stupidity,
kind of, yeah.
Britishness, male pride, dog of an attitude won't let me do it because I see it as a sign of weakness.
It's not that. It's just that, like I said in the interview with John, we are all idiots. All of
Of course
us.
we are. Of course we are, mate.
The reason I get on with you and Ted and Chris and everybody is because we're all idiots. And idiots like other idiots.
I'm 12 and a half, mate. I don't hide the fact.
Really? I'm 7.
Yeah,
7 and
I
a
know. I'm 12 and a half because I'm old enough to smoke without my mum beating me. I still get grounded for scrumping, but I'm young enough not to have to make grown-up decisions yet because I'm not 13.
Although don't nick a cigarette out your mum's split pack because then she'll just smack you around.
Oh, yeah.
You're old enough to smoke, but don't nick any of your mum's first cigarettes.
Yeah, oh, yeah, the one-puff wonders.
Oh yeah.
But,
Go to the corner shop, love, and get me a pack of 6 tubes.
So funny, delivery bloke was outside the window earlier and he had a fag on. Oh, and a plume of smoke came through the window, and I'm
You
like,
were like, oh, I bet that smelled good.
oh, mate, I was proper.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, now you know why I like it when I meet up with Dad.
Yeah, blow your smoke at me, Dad.
Yeah. The good thing about Dad is, like the last few times, I've not smoked now for 3 years, I think.
Yeah, 3 years, same as me, mate, isn't it?
Yeah. And I'm perfectly happy about it, and I've no intention of going back to smoking.
No.
But what I'll do is every time I meet up with Dad, just once, he'll go outside for a crafty cigarette if we're in a pub or something.
Yeah.
And I'll go outside, and he'll be there, and he'll have a fag. And the first time it was like, just can I just have a drag?
Yeah.
I just want one drag just to remember, because it always the smoke smells really good, and that's a bad thing, because if the smoke smells good, then it's tempting. So I always say to him, let me have one drag, because one drag will taste like arse, and then I'll be like, nope, still hate it, and I'll walk away.
Yeah.
So he always gives me one drag, and then I just and that's I won't go back in
absolutely, yeah.
because if I smell the smoke, it smells appetising. If I have a drag, it's horrible.
Yeah.
But then
Absolutely, yeah. Totally
But then-
get that.
he kind of missed the point at one point, because I go outside and he'd have lit 2 fags. I'm like, no, that's not the point.
Yeah.
Don't do that to me, Dad. Don't do that to me.
Gemma's saying, I can imagine Fox would be like Chris is with her chair. When I let him help, he gets as close to posts as possible and at speed. Yeah.
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
have Paul Stewart on the back trying to throw wheelies. I know he would.
Let me guess. He also pushes you out into traffic ahead of him when you're crossing the road.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
yeah.
the one. Have you ever noticed that with mothers with prams? No, I've never seen blokes do it, but I'm sure they do. But whenever you see somebody with a pram or a pushchair, they push the kid out into the traffic first.
Yeah.
I'm not a parent, and I never will be because I would suck. But
yeah, I just go backwards.
Is that not just like a really stupid thing to do? Push your kid out into traffic first?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, it's not the dumb thing, is it? It's not the correct British way.
Well,
Andy at Mayhem Model Work says I should outfit my chair with Boudica spikes, ram fists, and a dozer blade. Proper all kit up. Then is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you could put flames on it.
Yeah, I could send it to Fox and Paul Stewart and get the walkie fire.
You know what you could do? Oh. Do you have access to metal tubes?
Yeah, I've probably got a load of it still left over from when I had me trike workshop.
Or do you have someone who has access to metal tubes and a way to drill holes into them?
Yeah, that'll be me because I weld as well still.
Well, yeah. Let me show you something.
Hey, Neris.
Do you see these exhausts on the back of this Imperial Knight here?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting where you're going now.
Yeah. You could custom that wheelchair up.
Well, I get it with stair lifts at the moment. The missus is trying to persuade me to get a stair lift put in. Because the amount of times I've stacked it on me stairs, but I'm like, look, it's 7 stairs, then a landing, and then 5 stairs of 54. I need to use a stair lift at 54, then yeah, come on. But I know she's got a valid point, I know, but
well, she has, yeah, because
I'm as stubborn as you probably notice. I'm a bit stubborn.
I never would have guessed that, Cole.
I know, I conceal it well, don't I?
Yeah. You like a tears of a clown, it really is.
But it's funny, we was talking about the tattoos, wasn't we, earlier?
Oh yeah.
I often get asked that question, you know, but I use it as a therapy now because your carcass is causing you pain and discomfort, whereas when I'm being tattooed, I'm causing it, if that makes sense. It's kind of therapeutic.
It's your revenge.
Yeah, it's kind of therapeutic, and people find that quite bizarre. But my tattoo artist is really good. He's known me and been tattooing me for nearly 30 years. So he knows as the illness has progressed, he's adapted how he tattoos me, you know, and he can pretty much tell by the skin's reaction, you know, and he go, rightio, mate, I know you can't feel any of this, but your skin's telling me it's had enough. So, you know, enough is enough. But
that's good.
He's as good as gold.
I need to get more tattoos, but I've got 1, 2. How many have I got? 1, 2. I'm sure I've got 3, but I don't know whether what's the 1. Oh yeah, 3. I can't remember them. I'm like,
yeah, you need more tattoos because you're counting them.
I have to check both arms. I'm like, hang on. But I need to get more. But the thing is, 2 of them I drew them. I designed them myself, and one of them was off the shelf, but it's kind of a tribal mark. It looked kind of cool. So
it actually amazes me that you've got tattoos because you are such a squishy princess.
Well, that's the funny thing.
I would have thought that would have been, oh no, the pain. You know what I mean?
Well, I said to the guy, is it going to hurt? And he went, nah, not really. He said, well, some people think it does, but it won't really hurt. So he started. I'm like, yeah, it's not that bad. It's kind of, I mean, 2 of them are on my arm, the top of my arm, and I'm skinny anyway. And one of them's on my leg, bottom leg, like not my shin, but the side, whatever the side of your shin is called. Calf. That one was painful because it was close to the bone. Yeah. But even then, I said to him, it's not comfortable, but it's not painful.
It's just annoying.
I said the outline can be a little bit painful, but I said when you move to the bigger needle and you're doing the colouring in, that's actually quite relaxing.
Yeah.
It's almost like a little that's more like a little vibratey thing, and that's kind of relaxing. That's kind of like that's scratching an itch. I said,
it's quite erotic.
Well, no, I didn't have anything done on my rude parts, but but I said, yeah, when you're colouring in, it's quite nice. I said, the outline's a bit of a bitch, but
I often get asked how many tattoos I've got, and I just say 1. Starts at me neck and ends at me ankles.
Oh yeah. Because I do want to get more done, but I don't know what I'd have. I wouldn't want off the shelf ones. I'd have to design my own again, but I don't know. I couldn't really figure out what to have and where. And it's been a few years since I've had one done. Probably a good, I don't know, 15 years or something. Yeah. So,
Oh yeah, it's radically changed. But no, I don't regret any of them. If I'm
I
honest,
don't.
you know, it's
Yeah. I'll probably get more done. I've just got to come up with some ideas.
yeah, it's. I'm just running out of room, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know where I'd have one. It's like I've got my other. I don't know what you call it, the side of your shed. I've got that other side there.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm too scrawny to have. I wouldn't want one on my chest or back because A, I'm too scrawny and it would really, really hurt. And B, I'm kind of furry, so there's no point having anything like that because it'll just get bigger.
Yeah, I'm half man, half Wookie.
Yeah.
And I had my chest done, and the most annoying part was when the hair grew back. Damn, I was like a cat on a cat pole, mate. You know, I was scratched. Honestly, I was like is it Mowgli or Baloo the bear?
Baloo the bear.
You know, with door frames, anything, mate. Oh, it's proper
yeah.
itchy, scratchy times, and it's like, yeah.
I remember once giving in to the requests of a girlfriend at the time and having a wax done.
Yeah, you only do that once. You want about the wax?
The BSC.
Yeah. I did that once.
Yeah,
I did it for a bet.
Yeah, mine was kind of like a challenge, and I was like, "Well, go on then," because she's like, she had herself waxed. So yeah, I stopped at. I had my back done and my chest done. That was where I stopped at that point. Because after that, I'm like, I'm not having the rest done. You can forget it.
When she slathered that around the brooch and earrings, mate, honestly, the Michael Flatleys were done in the voice of Jimmy Somerville. I'm telling you, mate.
Well, mine was proper go to a place and get it done. It wasn't her doing it, but it was like,
oh, mate, yeah.
I came out and like the next day, my back was just like red with blood. Everything was bleeding. It was like horrible. I was like, I'm not having that. How did oh.
What didn't help was my missus mocking me mercilessly as well. Only women can do.
Yeah, exactly.
She went, "You are such a wuss."
Yeah,
Went,
but then the worst bit, and this is what women don't get, you see, because they don't get the hairy back or the hairy chest that men do. Yeah. The worst bit, like you say, is I went through a couple of days of really sore back that hurt because it's ripped all the skin off, and it was like little red dots. It was horrible.
Oh yeah.
And then about 2 weeks later, of course, everything starts growing back, and it was just itchy as arse. Everything. It was the worst thing ever.
Yeah, it brings back memories, mate. It's like,
yeah. So I'm like, I am never shaving any part of my body that isn't my face ever again.
No.
You can just forget it. It's just too discomforting. So I don't know where I'd have another tattoo anyway.
Yeah, it's one of them. Like I say, I've never regretted them. There's nothing offensive anywhere, and
no.
Yeah, it's funny when my sons started getting theirs. You know, they ask you your opinion on the idea, and I'm like, look. How can I sit here and say to you, don't go and get tattooed? Look at me. I said, all I would say is don't get a job stopper, one of them.
Yeah.
All the time you're in work. Don't get them in areas that are visible. You know, if you can't put a suit on and not see the ink, then...
get something that's easily covered up.
Yeah, and Scale Modelling Chaos said Colin had his gentleman tattooed on his wedding night. Ellen asked, why did you have Ludo tattooed there? And Colin said it actually says Landudnu. Good man. It's actually got Wendy on it. And when nature takes its course, it says, welcome to Jamaica, have a nice day. No, all seriousness, no. Festa ain't that brave.
Mine just says lag, but when you read the full thing, it's Clanfair PG.
But no, I've never regretted it.
No. I do want more, but like I said, it's just I don't know where I'd have it. I don't mean where I'd go to get it done, but I don't know where on me I would have it because I don't know what I'd have anyway. Somebody did in chat say Mayhem says get a Zaku head. It's would I trust a tattoo artist? Because if I'm giving a tattoo artist a unique design, do I trust them to not screw it up?
Oh yeah, I mean we all went through the stage where you would have daft tattoos done. I mean I've had tattoos lasered and
oh hello, morning.
That's a whole different ball game as well. Getting lasered, God, that hurts.
Oh God, never had that.
Oh mate, that's
Laser.
I must admit, the names I was calling people when they was doing that is like,
I mean, I've got the ones I've got is one is something that's that was relevant to me personally. Yes. One is just a little random tribally symbol that kind of looks like a wolf head, so I kind of like that one. And one is just a silly little cartoon character that I drew.
Yeah.
It's like it's like an early version of, like, you know, my Fox character, but like
I'm surprised you've never had him done.
What, Fox?
Yeah, because that is what you're known for, isn't it?
Well, I have his on my. I'll see if I can get it on camera. It is, but this is like this
It's
is
on
from
your
20.
art.
This is 25. My armor.
Oh, sorry. Yes, Claire. Yes, in answer to your question, yes, I did it myself, love.
Oh dear, I don't know about that.
Yeah, if that's what she's asking about, it's called a PA.
Oh God, you did it yourself? Oh my!
I did it myself because I didn't.
I'm going to take my earpiece out now. If you're going to talk about that,
I didn't want no one else handling the equipment, so I
just put my hands over my ears to stop hearing it, and I've got an earpiece and it doesn't work.
No, I was bored one Saturday and did it, and yeah. I did me son's piercings for his ears and that piercing because I had piercing needles and that. So, but
this is the guy that tries to pull his own teeth out with pliers. So this doesn't surprise me.
Oh yeah, I've successfully pulled my own teeth out before with pliers. Yeah. But it's funny. My boy had his nipples pierced, and I couldn't bear the thought of that. And he went, "But Dad, you sat there," and I went, "Yeah, but that's different."
No, it's not.
Yeah, he's like,
shut up. Oh.
Dad, you're wrong. I went, yeah, I know.
You are wrong.
But no, yeah. I just couldn't bear the thought of someone else interfering.
Interfering with your intimate feminine area.
Yeah, so it's like that.
But, anyway, so I'll show my tattoo if I can show it. It's before I came up with the Foxy character. It was just a random doodle. So it's like 25 years old.
Oh, right, yeah.
So it's before I came up with that character.
Yeah.
But it's really old and faded now, but I don't know if it'll come up.
I'll just bung your full screen, mate.
I can't really turn my arm around enough.
Yeah, let's take it round.
Hang on. You can't really turn my arm around enough to see it.
Amputation is the only way then, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's all faded now. And it was get this right. What I did was I drew it on a computer.
Yeah.
On a Windows 3.1 PC using Paint and a mouse.
Oh,
because this is all I had at the time, and then I printed it out and I took it to Tattoo. I said, "Can you do that?" And it's a very faithful reproduction, but of course it's garbage in today's standards. So yeah, but I love it because it's garbage. That's one of three. So that's my only silly one. Yeah,
it's weird. I mean, I wouldn't say I've got a favourite. Yeah, it's your life's journey at the end of the day. You know, I can look at me. Funny enough, I don't actually notice them because I have full sleeves and, you know, full back piece, because you can't see any of your own skin. You don't notice them.
Yeah.
It seems quite strange, you know. Other people tend to notice them more than I do, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it's weird how when I first got them, I was like, "Wow, I've got a tattoo! It's amazing!" And I came back and I walked in the house and told my mum and dad, and they were like, "Okay." And then about an hour later, Mama Fox says to me, "You need to come and show Joan your tattoo." Joan was our next door neighbour. She was like 1,000,000 years old.
Yes.
We used to call her Auntie Joan.
Oh, right, yeah.
She wasn't a relation. We just called her Auntie Joan.
Yeah, well, that generation used to call our neighbours Auntie, didn't we?
She was the little old lady next door. And I walked in and she went, "Oh, that's very nice."
Oh.
And the little old lady admired my tattoo. So I was like, "Okay, that's cool."
Yeah.
But it felt like really grown up and manly. And then about a year later, you just forget you've got them.
Absolutely, mate.
I sometimes find myself going, "Oh, I forgot I had a tattoo."
Yeah, it's... You know, like say when I go for medical stuff, you know, obviously the nurses that do any blood work on you or things, they're intrigued. You know, "Oh my God, look at this!" They go, you know, and yeah, you know, they enjoy the tattoos. You know, and Richard, who done my spine surgery fusion, made the point of where he cut into me back. He followed the lines of the tattoo so that he could. You know, so I was said to him, "Oh, it's unusual for someone to take care." He said, "Well, I've got a full back tattoo." He said, "And I know how much it bloody hurts. So I'm hardly going to cut through someone else's work." He said, "It was."
Well, you know how much it hurts and how much it costs.
Yeah, he said, and it's actually a nice intricate piece. He said, and it gave me something to look at whilst I was doing your surgery. And I'm like, well, I'd rather you look at what you're doing than me. Tattoo, mate. But,
I don't want you distracted by the nice artwork while you're working, but yeah. Hey.
No, he was really considerate. So, you know, the lines obviously come out below the tattoo, but You know, my artist has said he can blend them in with another piece of work. So
yeah. I do want to get more. I just don't know what I'd have or where.
Yeah.
If it's going to be custom design, then it's... If I wanted something like a thing going up my leg, for example, that I couldn't really custom design that because it'd be too intricate and complicated. That's where the skill of the tattoo artist comes in to do those kind of flowing artworks.
I have leg sleeves that need colour at the moment, but because of being type 2, there's certain times you'll go down to be tattooed and he'll start, but because you bleed so profusely, he has to stop.
Yeah,
you know, and he'll say to me, "Can you check your bloods?" And that he says, because you know you're excessively bleeding, and I'm a bit concerned. And you know, and if it's a case of it doesn't desist, then we call it a day for that day. You know, and
I mean, it's good that he's that experienced in a lot of tattoo artists nowadays.
Yeah,
like the one I went to all those years ago was quite knowledgeable like that. I went to another one a little bit later just to look at some prices, and they were like, they'd been there a little while and they seemed all young, and it was like, you guys are just trying to do it for the money. I don't like you.
No, he's as good as gold, and he'll say, "Look, mate, you know, you come back when it's all right." He said, "You know, nothing. I'm not going anywhere." I remember it's good that he does that.
I remember there's a guy called Sal that did mine. And
right.
I thought he was dead young, but turns out he was actually quite old.
That name rings a bell.
It's a place called Tiger Tattoos.
Yeah. They used to do a lot of the conventions.
Did you? What, you knew him? Oh dear Lord!
Used to do the conventions a lot. They used to get the Tattoo Club of Great Britain conventions and expos each year.
Okay, that's a really small world moment then that you knew the guy that did my tattoo 20 odd years ago. I don't know if he's still there. It might still be there. I don't know, but.
Ian of Reading used to do a lot of it, and he did some of my early work.
I thought you were going to say that Sal did some of your tattoos. I'd be like, whoa.
No, Ian of Reading, Fabio and Dave done mine. Not Dave, who I do the
actually show. Called Fabio?
Fabio Giovannini was his name.
Okay.
He was a South African guy that came over.
Okay.
And he's the one who did my Lord of the Rings Chinese sleeve, all my Gandalf work and all of that. Gubbins. And wizardry and stuff.
Did you say filigree?
Yeah, filigree.
That's a very princessy word. I'm quite impressed.
You are, aren't you?
I am. You're venturing into my territory of princessy words.
I think I've been spending too much time around you. Am I turning into a bit of a princess? I am, ain't I?
I need to get in touch with your missus and make her put a little alerts on your Google so that if you order any like antimacassars and stuff, she gets a notice. If you start getting an unnatural interest in lavender, just be worried. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's funny. I did. Oh no, I did have a look at.
There's going to be an ambition, though, isn't there?
There is, and
you've already started it. You're kind of knackered now. You can't.
People are going to thumbs down the video. They're going to unfriend me, unsubscribe, and
you know when you start saying something, you think, I really wish I hadn't started because I can't not say it now.
I did consider getting some potpourri for out here.
Oh dear. You know what, dude? You should have just shut up with that one.
Yeah, but a real man can admit these things. See, that's what I'm telling you.
A real man would just say, I was going to order some potpourri, but then I realised I'm out of my ways and bought a 2-ton trolley jack and a beer.
Oh, this is it. I bought myself a pot of Mod Podge instead. So.
Mod Podge.
Yeah, a bit of the old Mod Podge.
Mod Podge.
Yeah, but yeah, it's the fact I considered it, and I'm like, there's something wrong with me. Yeah. Why am I looking at this stuff?
Well, I was in the tattoo play Tiger Tattoos once with Sal. I was just waiting for him to get ready, I think, and a woman came in. I think I was waiting for something. I was going to be like next. Yeah. And a woman came in, and she had the strongest Manchester accent. She was a little bit rough around the edge. She came in and said, "Can you put a wolf on my ass?" And I'm sat there with like a little brochure. I'm like, wow, that was loud and nasal. I like love. Can you put a wolf on my ass?
Yeah,
I'm like, what?
Whoa. Oh my god!
And Sal was like, "We could do anything on your ass if you want us to." And she said, "Well, can you put this wolf up?" And there was she handed over this picture, and it was like that big, like a little tiny thumbnail she printed out.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Love, if you give me that, it's going to be that big."
Yeah.
He said, "If you want me to copy a picture, I need a picture the right size."
Yeah, it needs to be a bit better than what she's given. Yeah.
Vastly bigger in her case. And he didn't say that. And she, all right, I'll get a bigger picture, thanks. And she went out, and I'm like, it was like, you know, she was just exuding cigarettes. So when she'd gone, I asked him, I said, you know, when you get people that want tattoos on like nether regions and then butts and stuff, and he said, yeah. I said, what? How does that? He said, to me, it's just canvas.
Yeah.
It's just canvas. I don't care whether it's, you know, a boob or a butt or it doesn't really matter. He said, to me, it's just a canvas. Just happens to be made of skin.
Yes.
So it doesn't. It says doesn't plus to me at all.
I asked Fabio that when he was doing my Gandalf tattoo, and he said, I have what I call my persuader. And I went, what do you mean? He said, it's my way of persuading them not to get their cock tattooed by me. And I said, what's that? And he produced this clipboard with a huge, great bulldog clip on it, a cock drawn on it like Paul Stewart would draw, and loads of pins. He said, I just tell them that I'm going to pin it to this to keep the skin tight. He said, they soon change their mind.
Yeah. I don't even know why you'd want a tattoo there anyway. That's just... I don't ever want anything sharp in contact with my intimate feminine area, ever. Eh?
I'm going to set you a challenge.
No, I'm not having needles.
Google Puff the Magic Dragon dick tattoo, and you'll see exactly why you shouldn't have a tattoo done on your willy.
I can.
It is totally covered, and the tip. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah.
I shall. I'm not immune. I'm not scared to look at stuff like that. I know my Google search history well enough.
Oh, now I'm really worried.
But yeah, so he just said it's just a canvas to me. He said I don't care.
Yes, yeah.
I said, what if you get like some really beautiful woman? He said, yeah, this is Salford, mate.
Yeah, this is the one I don't understand. Is I struggle with facial tattoos, especially like you say, if it's a really good-looking lady that is having that on the face. To me, it's too prominent. But then is that me at my age? I don't know. But
I don't know. I mean,
I just think it's a bit too much. But
yeah,
it's cosmetic. To hide a burn or something, I can take it. But
yeah, I mean, it's the kind of thing. If it's like a it's a difficult one. If it's like a religious thing or a cultural thing, that's different.
Oh yeah,
Maoris
different. You can understand.
Yeah, but if it's just purely a vanity thing, then
yeah,
I don't know. I mean, I can't stand. It sounds really weird, but I can't stand face piercings. I don't think I don't know. There's just when I speak to someone who's got like a pierced lip or a pierced nose. I don't know. It's like they've got a booger hanging out the nose.
Yeah.
It just doesn't look.
Yeah. You kind of want to say there's a Gilbert there, and you might want to go and remove it. Yeah.
Yeah. It just looks. I don't know. It looks very, like face piercings to me look very aggressive. I think.
Angry. Yeah.
Yeah. But tattoos. I mean, when I was younger and used to watch Star Trek, I thought Chakotay's tattoo was the dog's bollocks. I thought it was great.
But don't forget, we're from the generation where being tattooed was still quite controversial. Whereas the likes of the footballers and Lewis Hamilton and the Beckham effect and all of that lot suddenly made being heavily tattooed trendy.
Oh yeah, because I mean, when I had my tattoos done, it was the kind of people that would have tattoos would be the kind of people that would go down to Affleck's Palace in Manchester or, and they'd buy combat gear and stuff, and they'd
dodgy cockneys, in other words.
No, students, pretty much. Yeah. Goths and students and grungy types.
Yeah.
It wasn't quite the Ponzi people having the tattoos done.
No.
But then you broke into the people having like silly council estate women having dolphins on their arse and stuff. I saw a great meme once. It was a picture of a dolphin with a cigarette in its mouth. And it says, I'm going down to shopping centre to have a fat girl tattooed on my arse. And I'm like, oh, because I've known so many girls who had like dolphin tattoos on their butts. I don't know why. I just know a lot of girls and they've all been like real rough diamonds. There's none of them have been like glamorous, intelligent people. I'm like, wow, it's just I have a fat girl tattooed on my mouth. But it's the fact the dolphin's got a cigarette in its mouth that makes it the best bit.
James Chapman's off the bed. He says, night, Cole and Fox. Love to everyone.
Take care, James.
Lynn is saying, when I see nose piercings, I think I need to hook nose lead rope to them. Good girl. Yeah, I always think of balls in a field when people have got the rings through their noses. Oh, he's back again.
I returned. I was talking away to myself there.
No, that's it. Mayhem's currently corpsing it. Oh yeah, what are you corpsing at?
Probably me talking about dolphins and tattoos.
Yeah, that is good, mate. That is good. Yeah, I'm gonna get a fat woman tattooed on my arse.
I'm a fat girl tattooed on me. But it's the fact that the dolphin has a cigarette in its mouth.
Oh, mate, it is one of those, and it goes through stages, really. I often get asked, why did you start getting tattooed and that, but it was just personal choice.
Yeah.
I can remember I had an uncle that was in the military, and he had a full body suit, and we all went on a family holiday, and I can just remember seeing him sort of stood there with this full body tattoo, and it fascinated me.
Yeah.
And I think I was only about 7 or 8, but I was just intrigued by it.
Yeah.
And I couldn't understand, being a drawer as a child, why if I drew on myself, it would wash off with soap and water, and his wouldn't, and
I mean, I'll admit now, even as an adult who understands science and how the skin works, it still breaks my mind how tattoos actually last permanently. I still don't quite get it, but I do.
Yeah. It's witchcraft and tomfoolery, mate. It really is.
Nano machines, that's what it is.
Oh, yeah, it's little tiny nanites are holding onto the ink in little bags.
It's that bloody Wesley Crusher again, isn't it?
Yeah, it's them little balloons of ink. That's what it is.
Balloons?
Data's nanites.
I'm just dealing with a very runny nose, if you're wondering why I'm not on camera.
No, it's all right, mate.
I've unleashed a burst of tidal proportions somehow. I don't quite know.
But
I was going to say, what have you done in the time I've half assembled one dude?
I've stripped my Baneblade down, mate.
You've rebuilt your entire thing, haven't you?
Yeah, it's pretty much in component parts. It's ready to have all the sides popped off, and
I don't know why I come here, because every time I come here, I come away looking like a right slacker.
It's all getting stripped down, mate, because obviously I've got motors to go in here, all kinds of goodness. So it's properly getting taken apart, mate.
Would it be safe to assume that at some point you've got a bit carried away and done so much building that you might have knackered some of your plans for electrifying it?
No.
Like you're like, crap, I've glued all this stuff in that I can't get out, and now I need to get it out to put a motor in it.
No, it's perfect, mate. Because
is it? Good lad.
The Arduino board, ignore the green case, the Arduino board is the blue bit. That's it.
Cool.
And then it
like
has
the green case.
a couple of ribbons connected to it. So, yeah, that'll fit either in the side or it will fit under there quite happily. And the holes for the wires have already been pre-drilled before I glued it all together.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Mint.
Easy peasy.
Because I would have got to this point and been like, right, let's put all the electrics in. Oh crap, I kind of forgot this bit, and now I've just got a massive Baneblade.
Because where these clip on the side, see, there's going to be a tiny little notch cut out in the middle where all the wires come through, and then they'll just go to all the motors. See, it's all going to be plug and play as well. So the motors will go in with the wires, and then they'll have a white plug on, a female plug on there, and then they'll plug into a male on the circuit board. So.
I actually glassed over about 2 minutes ago.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Damn, when you started talking about the specifics of it, you lost me. I sort of phased out about 2 minutes ago.
Oh, damn, I thought I was doing so well.
No. I did it. It's like Ted when I talk about Gunpla or Warhammer. It just went.
Oh, that cracks me up. Me and Ted just glaze over when you and Chris get into full-blown Warhammer mode. We're like,
yeah.
Ted looks at me, I look at him, and it's like, yeah. Should we talk about tools, Ted?
Ted, tool time with Ted.
Oh, God, he's so funny, that bloke.
Nobody can mispronounce things like you and Ted.
Oh, mate, we're useless, aren't we?
Because, like, you kind of add entire syllables, but Ted just adds entire, just occasional letters, which is kind of funny, I think.
Oh, definitely, ice cream, Fiesta, 67, it's like ostrich.
Valero,
yeah.
Then again, it's like you with Max McGuinn.
Am I saying it wrong, am I?
Max McGinn. But you had a W in there, yeah, I love it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And he's never turned around and corrected you, but...
Oh, bless him. I thought I'd got his name right as well.
You did pretty. I've got it right and everything now.
Yeah, I was quite proud of myself. I'm getting all these fancy names right.
You're like, I've done Get Grown Up and done correct pronouncing and everything.
Yeah, like doing dead proper here, love. Doing really well.
So I do want more tattoos, but I don't know what I would have, basically.
Yeah.
Where. I don't know. I'm probably too old and feeble now to actually consider it not excruciating.
No, I still get inked, mate. I thoroughly enjoy the process.
I think I've got skinnier in my old age, so I've probably got less tolerant to pain as well.
Oh, I've got a bit of meat on me, as you know. You've met me. I'm a bit of a chunky fella, a door frame filler.
Yeah, bit of a chunky boy.
Yeah, you know, I've got a bit of timber on me, but I've always been big. You know, I come from a family of big people, so
I'm like a spawny, skinny World War II Tommy, but with one very localized area of slight podginess.
It's quite funny if you was to meet Festa's mum, because she's 4'8". She's a tiny little lady. Sorry, mate, I spoke over you there. Apologies.
No, that's all right. Yeah, I seem to be permanently skinny, apart from my gut, which has decided to not be part of a skinny bloke anymore.
Oh yeah, but that's part of being the age that you're coming into, mate.
Yeah.
That'll only get worse.
Yeah.
You end up with a frontal overhang. You stop being able to see your feet, and then suddenly you lose all of that, and you end up with excess elbow skin.
Oh yeah. Oh god, I don't know about that. I can't see that though. I don't mind about that.
Yeah.
But the worst thing is, you end up not being able to see your feet, and then you get to the point where even if you could see your feet, you can't bend that far forward anymore.
Well, anyway. It annoys me because my feet are a 12, so the fact that I can only see half of them, I'm worried already. Yeah.
London now.
Exactly. Mayhem says, yeah, Phillies, Colin's still Fiesta. Yeah, Ted still calls me Fiesta 67.
Yeah.
Does it every Monday on the E-Model show. And yeah, we got Colin from Fiesta 67. I used to correct him, but now I just find it endearing.
Yeah, we used to correct Ted, but now there's no point.
Yeah, we just leave him to it. It's like, oh, bless him. He don't get out much.
No. You could put the words on, you could get the biggest, you could basically use Swiss rounded font in big circular letters on big card pages, and he still pronounce it wrong. I
would love to walk in a room with Ted and see a 4-foot round button with "Do Not Press" just to see what his reaction would be, because you know he would stand there staring at, going.
Well, I worked on the which was the submarine that did it was built and then it left the dock and just grounded itself. Was that the Invincible? About 10 years ago. Or the Valiant or whatever it was.
It was Valiant, wasn't it? Something
I think it was. Yeah. If people don't know, they made it. They put it into dry dock. They launched it for the first time ever it was just about to leave the docks to go off to the air base. Fox, you're an idiot. To the sea base. And it went, thanks for building us, bye. Yeah. Grounded. Literally, It got about half a mile out to sea and grounded itself.
Yeah.
And I always used to joke and say, basically, they made the mistake of, because Ted was the electrician on that.
Yeah.
And I said, was there a button on there labelled "Do Not Press" that maybe Ted pressed in his building moments? And that's the consequences is later it grounded itself. I think he worked on another one as well that also sunk or grounded itself or crashed or something.
Pretty much every boat or thing that Ted's worked on has sunk at some point.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind, he's the bloke who was driving the boat, wasn't he, into the harbour, and there was only one boat within 12 miles, and Ted crashed into it.
Lovely.
Yeah, so good old Ted.
Friend
of course,
of mine,
we remind him of that constantly.
Oh yeah, a friend of mine managed to crash his plane into a schoolroom whilst taxiing.
Oh really?
Yeah, he was local airport. He was doing his flight lessons, and he had to taxi off from the staging area onto the runway. It's only like a little runway off the side of a field.
Yeah.
And there's like a little demountable hut thing, which is one of the little classrooms. And he managed to taxi off around the fueling area and just clip the classroom with his entire wing, because it was an over the top Cessna or something, like a Piper Cub with the wing over the top, not down below. So it was his wing just went all the way down the classroom.
Philly's saying, can we get a Fiesta kit for Colin to build? Well, see, I've got one car project that I want to build as a gift for someone, and it is a Fiesta.
Fiesta.
And I think we know who the gift will be for.
2002 Fiesta.
Yeah, and it will have Epic shark mouth on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will do one.
You kind of gave it all away by using all the words there, didn't you? But
yeah, but I think
I'll pretend to be. I'll pretend to be surprised.
Yeah, when you unwrap it, go, oh look, I did not expect this at all.
Quelle surprise.
No.
Yeah. I'll just have to make sure I don't look at any photographs or anything you put up.
No.
The thing is, the beauty of it is, by the time you finished it, I'll have forgotten anyway.
Exactly. You would have forgotten.
Put it on a back burner till like next year or something, and just have it burning, have it tumbling over in the background as a little slow burner, and I'll have forgotten by then.
Oh yeah, of course you will. You're anything like me, yeah, you will.
Yeah. Would you like me to make a little announcement live on your stream?
Oh yeah, go on.
It's not really interesting, but I thought I'd do it here. I have just had some conversations. I will be doing 2 new part works.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. I know, and these are out of the blue. I didn't expect to do these, but they've just come out of the blue. I have been having some conversations with Diagostini.
Oh, good man.
Or rather with Fanhome, which is their new licensed website thing.
Yeah.
And it's not sure when, but it's all been confirmed. But I will be doing, first and foremost, I will be doing the Iron Man part work.
Good man.
Yes. Which I know nothing about Marvel. Well, I've watched the movies. I never liked the Marvel comics, but I did enjoy the movies.
Yeah.
The Avengers type. So I'm looking forward to it because I did like the movies. I liked what's his name's Tony Stark character.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to read all the stuff in the magazines. But that's not the main event. The main event is something you'll like, because I know you're like, yeah, Tony Stark, whatever, Iron Man, yeah, it's nice, whatever.
Yeah.
The main event is what you'll like.
Go on.
I will be building the 1/6 scale Fast and Furious
Dodge Charger
RT.
Oh.
Have you gone a bit moist?
I have gone a bit moist. How the hell did you score that bad boy?
They mailed me and said, would you like to do some collaboration? I'm like, yeah, okay.
Oh man, that is just unbelievable.
Yeah. So they just contacted me and said, would you be interested? Yeah, go for it. So.
Yeah, I've been trying to get the Eleanor.
What's the Eleanor? I don't know.
Gone in 67. Gone in 60 seconds Mustang.
Oh right,
I've been having discussions with Eagle Moss, but they haven't got back to me yet. So I'm obviously not. But let's be honest, I'm not a big enough channel, am I? So.
Oh no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about that. I mean, what I found is when I got the X-Wing, it was a PR company that contacted me.
Yeah, yeah.
A Spanish one, bizarrely, and with these two, again, it was an external PR company.
Yeah.
But because it's Fanhome, they're keen to obviously get people doing stuff because it's the new. It's basically Diagostini, but they've set up Fanhome where all their licensed.
Yeah, stuff is
pop
done,
culture. Yeah, their pop culture licensed stuff will go like a model of the HMS Victory that's going to be on their model space site, but something like these is fan stuff. So
that's impressive, mate. Good on you.
Yeah,
Look forward to seeing them.
I mean, let's put it this way:
what's doing a car?
The front grille is about that long.
Yeah.
The wheels are about this big.
Yeah.
It weighs 8.5 kilograms.
Oh.
It's metal. It's
yeah.
I don't know how much of it is metal. Now again, I've got no interest in Fast and Furious. I don't know anything about Fast and Furious, but I do like me some muscle cars.
Yes.
So I won't be repainting it, obviously.
No.
But that one's been confirmed now. So it actually got confirmed while I was doing my stream on e-models this morning.
Oh, good, mate. Good for you.
That's been confirmed. So yeah, I thought I'd announce it here on your channel.
Oh,
why not?
Bless you. Oh,
a bit of an exclusive. Oh, I'm not going to say anything else about it elsewhere. I'll post it properly when I've got some bits.
Yeah.
I don't know where the hell I'm going to put them, but I went for the Iron Man because it's like I can stick it flat in a box. I've got some space.
Yeah.
And I fancied the look of the Charger.
Oh, it's a nice looking machine, isn't it?
Oh, I love Dodge Charger anyway. You can't go wrong with that. Now, had it been a 440 Hemi Cuda, I would have just sent them all my spleens in a box and said, you have to let me do that.
Yeah, you can have all my spleens and everything else.
Yeah, but I was watching a couple of videos about people building it, and I thought it'd just be like, like the X-Wing, not too complicated.
Yeah.
It's a car. It's basically a car.
Yeah, it's going to take a bit of skill, mate.
Thanks for that. I was feeling optimistic till exactly when you said that then.
There's electricity as well.
Yeah, well, I think it's just the lights. I think it's just the headlights and the indicators and the tail lights,
Yeah.
which I can't imagine that being particularly
It's a
complicated.
plug and play kit anyway, so it's all numbered and everything. So yeah, you'll be fine.
I saw the guy that was doing the charger that I'm going to be doing. He was also doing the Eagle Moss Ecto 1.
Oh right, yeah, out of Ghostbusters.
Yeah, and I saw him and he had the wiring loom for that, and I was like, dear God in heaven.
Yeah.
There was like 400 wires he'd put into a loom, and I was like, I'm never doing that, not ever.
Yeah, you're sitting there going, yeah, I'm sorry, not going to be doing that one.
No, because it was like, and he held it up, and it's like about 4 foot long. This thing was like, it was enormous.
It was like, oh my
But the
God.
wiring loom was like, you're actually building an actual, because it's got like the headlights and the siren lights and the spinners and the siren. It's like, oh, good God. So I'm just kind of hoping the Dodge Charger is literally headlights, tail lights, and indicators, and that's it. Because there's nothing else in there that's going to be electric. So
No, you'll enjoy that one, mate.
I think I will, just because it's a Dodge Charger. And the other thing is, I had to be conscious. They asked about me doing the R2D2, but I'm like, I haven't got space for something that tall.
Yeah,
I said, but a car I can fit on my bench and it's flat, so I can get the camera on it. And Tony Stark, the Iron Man, it's only as tall as my Master Chief that I did, so
yeah.
I can do that.
Well, if they ask, bear in mind, or feel free to drop a hint on that. You got a mate that would love to do their Eleanor.
Oh yeah, no, that's it's D'Agostini. You're doing Ellen. They don't do the Eleanor.
Yeah, oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, they've only got the Charger.
Yeah. No, it's Eagle Moss. Like I say, you know, they have courteously replied. So you know, they're like,
yeah,
we're going to move it to the marketing department. So it's gone that far. So
I mean, I have also that was D'Agostini contacting me, or rather, Fanhome contacting me, or their PR company, which was really nice. They're just doing the rounds of, I think, YouTube channels.
Yes.
That have done part works.
Yeah.
So if you've got any part works and they're waiting to be done,
I'm doing the Rossi bike, aren't I?
Oh, there you go then. Then you need to make sure that's front and centre. Who's that by?
Model Space.
Oh, there you go, D'Agostini. There you go.
Yeah.
Make that front and centre on your channel. They might see it. Make sure you've got all the D'Agostini hashtags and Model Space hashtags.
Yeah.
They'll pick up on it. They'll drop you a mail.
Yeah, no, I've been doing the big Valentino Rossi bike 1/4 scale, isn't it? Absolute beast of a thing.
Well, you need to drop in the @Model Space UK and get some tweets and things going on Facebook and Twitter. It's @Model Space UK.
Yeah.
So just get that so they notice that you're doing it, and you never know, you might get an email. But I found it does seem to be like marketing or PR companies that tend to be the contacts. I sent a mail to Hachette PR about the Warhammer Imperium, but I've not heard back from that.
Oh right,
so
yeah.
I've not heard back from that. I don't think I will. So
Yeah, they do seem to be the thing at the moment. I mean, I've got 4 more deliveries on that one, but they're going to send it all together, and then that Rossi bike's done then. But no, that's part work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of hidden away in the depths of my channel at the moment.
Yeah, if you get it front and centre and make sure you're doing, like, are you on Twitter? I can't remember if you're on Twitter, right?
Yeah, I've been on Twitter. Yeah, I don't use it
Model,
much, really.
@Model Space UK.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you wanted to write that down for future reference, and then perhaps use that every time you tweet about the Rossi kit, which you'll tweet about a lot in the next few weeks. Perhaps. For example,
you giving me instructions?
I may be trying to suggest ways that you could get noticed by Model Space.
Yeah.
By Fanhome. Maybe. Perhaps.
In your own subtle fox way.
Yeah.
It's just educating Festa again.
Yeah. Because sometimes you're sawing, aren't you? I can hear you sawing.
I'm cutting a chunk out the Baneblade, yeah.
Notice
I'm doing it off camera, though.
How can you be cutting things off that you've already created? Was your creation not perfect already?
Yeah, but I'm just making a modification.
Oh.
I'm enlarging an axis.
You certainly are enlarging. What?
I'm enlarging the axis for the gun because I've got a motor to go in there behind it.
Oh, I see.
A stepper motor with a linear actuator on it.
I've glossed over again. You noticed?
Yeah, that's why That's why I was doing it stealthily. I thought, yeah, if he asks me what I'm doing and I tell him, he's going to go, I've lost the will to live again.
Yep.
It makes the operation of this front gun
makes the gun go up and down, up and down the movie now.
Much smoother now.
Oh, yeah?
So and when the actuator's on there, it'll flip that quite happily without any foulage.
Okay. That's good, that. You'll have to remember to paint the inside black so it's all hidden away, though.
Yes. Yeah, there's going to be a box that goes behind this. You'll only have the 2 wires coming through the box. The motor's going to sit up underneath here.
You know that bit as it is at the minute, if you look at the front of it, forget the guy. But like you've got the glasses plate coming up with the big round, and then you've got that little plate behind it.
Yeah.
It's got a real kind of World War I French tank look to it.
Yeah.
Just because it's got the stupid, like, angular... It looks like a really badly designed French World War I tank.
Yeah.
You know, the stupid French ones that are like all verticals with tiny machine guns. Yeah,
we'll weld some armour to a Citroen 2 CV and send it to war.
Yeah, and it's got like one 22 gun rifle like sticking out of a hole, and that's about it.
So, yeah, that's going to go on there. That can then be joined back together when that's painted.
Mm.
See, and it'll,
yeah, so I thought you would like the Dodge.
Oh, mate, that's mint.
Now, they've set me up an account and stuff, and it seems to be going a bit weird, the setup. So I think I'm getting both. I should be, but it only shows one on there, but I think I'm getting both. But, yeah, so I'm most enthused about the Dodge. Just because
you're going to do broom broom noises all over the place with that bad boy, mate.
Yeah. Well, I don't know anything about the movies, so it's the one that's in the 1st and 4th movie or something, and I don't know.
Yeah, it's Vin Diesel's car.
Yeah, it's the one that's the black one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got the big old engine scoop with the breather coming out the engine.
Yep. And it's got like the intakes on. Is it on the carburetor on the top?
Yeah, it's Dom's car basically.
Is that 3 round things on the top? Is that a carburetor?
Yeah, you got the carburetors, and then you got the supercharger sat on the top.
It's the supercharger. That's it.
Yeah.
The little discs in the supercharger, they flip.
Yeah, the little butterflies, they flip.
Yeah, they actually flip on the thing.
Sounds like you could do with a soundboard for that then to make that noise as you rev it.
You might get one. I don't know.
Yeah, they might do one, but if they don't, I'm sure yours might have one.
Don't be giving me wiring to do.
I could send you up something in plug and play kit form to add to your circuit.
Dear Lord. But the thing is, the beauty of it is, like with the X-Wing, I need to repaint the X-Wing.
Yes.
But with that Dodge Charger and the Iron Man's got a beautiful paint job on it anyway.
Yes.
I don't need to repaint. I can just make it, which is it's liberating to just be able to make it and not have to paint it.
Oh bloody hell! Yeah, you're gonna add some of your own Fox effect.
Well, I don't know, because like the Iron Man itself is, I'll just build that. There's no reason to repaint that.
Yeah.
Because it's just armor, so
Yeah.
But with the Dodge, it's like I thought. Well, I'm not going to touch the exterior because it's proper metal chassis.
Yes.
What do you call it? I think it's a fuselage. That's not the right word. What's it called? Body shell. I should say body shell.
Yeah, body shell.
I think the whole body shell's metal, so like the bonnet's like that big.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. It's all glossy black. It's really nicely done, but there's no need to touch that. And all the chrome bits, because it's such a big model, like we're having this conversation in the stream today about should you strip chrome parts on models. And it's like absolutely on a model kit because it looks terrible. But on a 1/6 car,
yeah, it does look right.
Yeah, but then I watched this.
Look out of scale, does it?
No, but then I watched this video, and although some of the bits are going to be plastic and chromed, like the silver bit on the bottom of the grille,
yeah,
the silver bumper is just chromed metal.
Oh,
It's actually metal, chromed metal. It's like, wow. I think anyway, from what I could see. So yeah, I can't wait.
Spider Pig.
Spider Pig. Spider Pig approves. So I thought you'd like that one anyway.
Oh mate, that is mint, mate.
Yeah. I won't know. The thing I won't know is I won't know anything about the movie, so I'll just be like, let's look at the magazine, some pictures. Now here's all the building instructions.
Yeah, but then again, that's actually a blessing in disguise for you, because you're not going to be governed by anything. Then it's a bit like me not knowing a lot about orcs, isn't it? It allows you. It gives you that freedom of expression, doesn't it? Because you're not going to be pigeonholed.
I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, if I was to, like, fuss around with it and mess around and change things, nobody'd care. It's not like you've got Fast and Furious fans out there getting antsy because somebody's changed it. That's not, no.
Yeah.
That's not the kind of people that watch Fast and Furious anyway. So I could sit there and just mod it if I wanted to. But I think, I don't, looking at it, I mean, I don't need to do anything. I could maybe do some stuff on the interior.
Yeah.
But I assume it's all black leather and nice condition. So,
well, yeah, you'll have all the seat belts in there. You'll have the 5-point harness.
yeah, there's a big fire extinguisher in the centre console.
Yeah, you'll have the NOS bottles.
Yeah,
the nitrous oxide. You'll have all of that. Are you glazing over yet?
No. It's
yeah, you're right. Yeah, so
yeah,
you'll have all of that.
I know what the nitrous oxide is.
I have got just to the side. I've got the engine of the Rossi bike, so to give you an idea of the sort of.
What size is your bike?
1/4 scale.
Okay.
So it's pretty big. Let's just grab the engine.
I'm going to be suddenly scared now, aren't I? Because I'm pretty sure this thing does come with a full engine.
That is just
Jesus Christ.
the engine of the Rossi bike.
My life.
Yeah, and as you can see, it's detailed.
It looks like it would actually work if you filled it up with fuel.
Yeah. It's amazing, you know, you've got all your ECU details. It's just amazing, mate, the detail they put in these things.
And I take it it's just basic screw assembly and stuff.
Yeah, screw assembly, but, you know, the gear lever works. You can change gear. You know, it's just all those little details. So, yeah.
Wow.
You'll be impressed with them, mate.
I was looking at the guy building a bit of the wheel, and he had like the wheel on like the you get the little wishbone bit on the wheel, don't you?
Yes.
That then attaches it to the rack and pinion and the chassis and stuff.
Yeah.
And he had this like the wishbone bit. Is it the wishbone bit that goes into the wheel on the back of the wheel thing? Yeah. That bit was there, and he says we put this little sort of shaft in there. We're going to pop this out, and I'll put a spring in there because that's the suspension for that little bit. I'm like, wow. So I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, you're going to enjoy it, mate.
Yeah. I may regret doing more part works, but I kind of went for the ones that I think I can fit into the spare room in storage wise, because I'm running out of space for anything else. So, but the way I configure it,
the thing though, isn't it, is having the space to fit them in.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing with this X-wing because it's in 2 boxes while it's in bits, but as soon as the wings go together, I'm kind of screwed.
I mean, that Rossi bike's going to go in its own cabinet.
Yeah, I've got no cabinet, that's the problem.
All the other motorbike memorabilia and other bike builds are all going to live in there because I've got all kinds of Rossi memorabilia from years of watching MotoGPs.
Yeah.
I'm just going to navigate to my floor to pick up a foot peg because I dropped a foot peg.
Oh God, please don't fall down on the floor.
Oh, I'm all right, mate.
Please don't get out of the chair.
Too late.
Please remain calm. Keep me updated. I'm watching carefully now.
It's landed somewhere where the carpet monster is.
Keep talking. I need to know you're not under a cupboard.
I'm fine.
What have you dropped?
Oh, it's only a piece that fell off the Rossi bike as I was coming across the room.
Ah.
It's a foot peg. It's landed somewhere, but it's too dark to see.
Oh no! Down there is clearly the grim darkness of the far future.
It's the grim darkness.
Lynn says she's got the phone set to 999 ready.
It's the grim darkness of where the carpet monster lives at Festa Towers.
I shall read some chat while you're stressing me out.
Oh, don't be daft, mate.
Panzer Koenig says
I shouldn't.
Panzer Koenig says all French tanks were badly designed. Mayhem's had to leave us. Take care, Mayhem.
Take care, mate.
Candygram says build the half-scale R2-D2. Spending 2 years and way too much money building a full-size all-metal functional replica was the best decision I ever made. They did offer that one to me, but it's not practical size-wise. I've not got a space for something that tall and wide for storage while I'm building it. Like with the car, it's going to be a box. I've got a box that long. I can just put it flat. It takes up that much space.
Oh, right,
and with the figure, it can be that box that big. But I haven't got anything for a big tube, so. And I've not got that much interest in the R2-D2 anyway, so myself personally.
Isn't that the big one that Chris did, the R2-D2?
Yes. Big one. Phil East has a Bandit Trans Am in the stash that we'll get round to eventually.
Oh, good man, nice kit.
Yeah.
I'll look for that after the stream. I think will be the safest option. I can't see.
Candygram says, if I could find a model 1980s Ford Fiesta, I'd buy it in a heartbeat and paint it powder blue just like the one I had. I had a 1980s powder blue Ford Fiesta.
No.
The engine was knackered, but the bodywork was in perfect, untouched, no rust condition.
Yeah, you tell me a car of that era that didn't have a knackered engine.
Yeah, the engine, some moisture had got into the gasket basically and pitted the engine block.
Oh, right, yeah.
So the first hint of moisture in the air and it just wouldn't start until it dried out. I got rid of it in the end. But I used to love that car. I got myself an XR2 wheel and put that in. But it's like a twin pot sub-litre engine, and I've got the XR2 wheel with 2 holes in it, purely so I could turn this corner by putting my finger in the hole and turning it like that.
Oh, well, you like?
I know. I was going to weld a jerry can to the back as well and paint it camouflage green, but I never did. I bought the jerry can and everything.
Yeah. Oh, we're back. Hunt that down after the stream, I think.
Johnny says he likes the Nash Bridges Cuda convertible. A 440 Hemi Cuda is my favourite of all time muscle car. Panzer Koenig says, has Fox told us what his new partwork thing is yet? How did he know I was going to say that before I'd said it? That's weird.
Yeah, it's going to be what's his name? Nice build. That look forward to that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to both. Don't get me wrong, but I'm more looking forward to a big.
You're going to be doing proper brum brum dodge noises and everything, mate. I would expect nothing less.
Oh yeah. Big ass tyres. I mean, I was looking at the interior, and like I say, you could potentially. I mean, one thing I might do. Once it's finished, of course, it's going to be this clean, factory fresh muscle car. It might be that I give it a very quick dusting of, say, Tamiya Buff, just to give it a slight dusting.
Yeah.
Underneath, and underneath and inside the wheel arches and stuff, just to make it look a little bit used. Little bit of dust, we're not talking mud and dirt, just a little bit of Tamiya Buff.
Yeah, just a little bit. Little bit of scuffing on the tyres because he does spin it up quite a bit in the movie, but it doesn't have a particularly long journey in the film. The storyline of the film is restoring his dad's old Charger, basically.
Yeah.
And then he goes out in it and rolls it pretty much less than a mile down the road. So
the one thing I heard of is that he's terrified to drive it. It's too much for him.
Because it is the devil's car, isn't it? You know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah.
I don't know. Is it the devil's car, literally? I don't know.
No, it's a super shiny version in the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, he does smoke the rims a bit. So, like I say, a bit of that. So there's going to be a bit of tarmac, debris, detritus, rubber underneath the arches.
Underneath the
arches.
Underneath the arches.
See what we did, didn't we? Good, didn't we?
Well, you can't say under the arches in that accent and not expect me to go underneath the arches. It's the way he pauses halfway through the word arches.
It's the fact that we are now doing Flanagan and Allen. It's like, yeah, we're finishing each other's sentences as well.
Well, the thing is, where else are you going to watch a live stream at 2 a.m. where 2 middle-aged blokes sing songs from 80 years ago?
Yeah, exactly. And I don't think we did too badly either.
Where else will people sing hits from the 40s in their live streams?
Exactly. We are the model making community's very own version of Robson and Jerome.
Oh, no, don't say that. I just feel depressed now.
Yeah, is that a good thing or a bad thing, though?
Well, for one of us, it means we've got a good acting career ahead of us. The other one, it looks with just obscurity.
Yeah.
One of us is going to be in Game of Thrones. The other one, nobody remembers.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Yeah, so I was just thinking, doesn't he not then drive it later on in the fourth? Can't there like 32 of these films?
Yeah, it does appear later on after being reshelled.
Yeah, so he drives, because I'm just thinking this slight hint of just an airbrush of dust, just to give it.
Yeah. What variant is it that the kit based on? I don't know whether it's based on the early version or the later version. I mean, the car itself didn't really change that much.
It just says it's a Dodge Charger RT.
Yeah. So yeah,
I think it's just as it appears in all of them.
you've got a license to foxify it, mate.
Well, I think probably it would be a case of turn it upside down, very light dusting of Tamiya buff.
Yeah.
And that'd be it. Maybe, if depending on what the tyres are like, if they've got grips or not, just sand them a little bit just to take, because you can sand the rubber to...
Yeah, that's it. Just take the edge off of them where the wheels have been
maybe
spun
a little
up
bit of that. And on the interior, again, it's not going to be like scuffed leather and stuff, is it? Because it's...
No, it's immaculate, mate.
Yeah.
Shinier than a diamond in a goat's arse, mate.
But then again, that's if I'm painting it to be the car from the Dead and Stupid or whatever it's called. The Fat and the Useless, whatever. What's it? I can't remember now.
Fast and the Furious.
I could just be painting it as an car.
Yeah.
Although I assume it's not stock Dodge Charger, so...
No, it's not. No, it's been heavily modified. Panzer Koenig says, coming this summer to BBC One, the Festa and the Fox comedy show. Yeah.
Yeah. Underneath the arm. I'm not wearing the big furry coat, though, not in this weather.
Bud Flanagan's, yeah.
Yeah. Phil East asks you a question. He says, which Rossi bike is it?
It's the Yamaha YZRM1, mate. It's the 09. No, it's not the 09. It's 2019 even.
I've glazed over already.
Yeah, it's the Movistar Yamaha.
There's all these words that mean nothing to me.
Yeah.
Somewhere I have the Fall Guy truck, says someone before the chat jumped.
Yeah.
If people want to see the Dodge Charger, by the way, just go to fanhome.com. FANHOME.com. You'll see it. It's huge!
No, I'm privileged that you announced it, mate, on this
I've just been
little
busted.
old stream, mate.
I wasn't going to say anything, but you know what, I mean, I can't keep a secret for shit, man.
Nah, you was like a little coiled spring, wouldn't you? I want to tell everyone, I want to tell them now. Let me tell them.
Go and have a look, Cole. Go and have a look now. Go and have a look now. Go on, have a look now.
Let's have a look to see what you could have won.
I'll get it on me. I'll see if I can get it on my iPad and show people on the telly if they can't go and check. Hang on. I'm supposed to be promoting Fan Home as well as I do it, so may as well.
Oh, right. Okay. Let's have a looky, Lou. Fan Home.
You could get that one wrong, couldn't you? If you look at the post-it note.
I am. Just trying to...
Let's have a look. It is... Here you go, I've got it here. You probably won't see it, though. The Fat and the Stupid... I mean, the Fast and the Furious. The Fat and the Fantastic. There you go. I don't know if people will see it on screen. It's... you get some T-shirts and shiz.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, 1/6 scale. I can't zoom in and out for some reason. It's broken. I've broken the internet. There we go. There's a video, but I can't play it because of the music. Oh, it's 1/8 scale. Sorry. Hinged windows. It's windows with hinges. Opening doors, hood and trunk, illuminating headlights and side lights, high quality materials in metal and injection molded plastic, motor with thorough details, functioning steering wheel turns the wheels. Weight 8.3 kilograms.
That is serious car, isn't it?
Look at that. Just look at the face on that. That is just a schnoz. It's just a schnoz and a half. I'm sorry, but nobody makes cars anything as beautiful as American muscle cars.
No, we had the Allegro. That's all I'll say. And the Ital.
We got the Mark III. We got the Mark III Cortina. We had an inkling of it.
Yeah, that was probably
that was the closest we got to like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lynn put a link into chat from Model Space. Build the, but I can't see what the link is to. What's that link to? Build the. Oh yeah, it's still on the old Model Space website as well.
Yeah.
So Lynn has already linked to it. Thank you, Lynn.
Yeah, it's seriously nice.
What they're doing is they're moving a lot of stuff from the D'Agostini website, the Model Space website, to the Fan Home one for the licensed stuff. So you'll see some crossover between the Model Space and the Fan Home websites in various territories, I think.
There you go. Look at that. Look at that engine. Brum, 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 brum. Look at that.
Those little red flappity bits, they actually move.
Yeah.
You've got a little lever on the side, you can flip them, but I think they move. I don't know if they move automatically.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know you want to make brum brum noises.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so look out for that, folks, coming up. You're going to do that on your Guru channel, yeah?
Oh God, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. That and the Iron Mans. Although I mistyped Iron Man at one point and it came out Ron Man, so he's now called Ron Mans.
Oh, it's Ron, is it?
Ron Mans.
God,
Yeah, I don't know when they'll start, but they'll start at some point in the next few weeks, hopefully.
Oh, good for you, mate. Give me something to watch when I'm recovering.
Nastro 150's in. Says
Hello,
Marco Melandri, I think I rode it. Does that mean something to you?
Marco Melandri. Yeah, who's an ex-MotoGP rider. Yeah.
It also says, I didn't see any other schemes for it when I built it, but I have got the Spider-Man scheme decals for a future build.
Yeah.
I guess we're talking about motorbikes, aren't we? Oh.
Yeah, he built 2 tech-free Yams because he couldn't choose between Colin Edwards and Tosland. Good kit.
Just words. William Rayborn's got a Yamaha FZ6R.
Nice.
La 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 la. Philly says the Tamiya ones are more suited to my budget and shelf space. Unfortunately, Edward, I have one eye on the Monster Tech 3 Yamaha.
Oh, yeah. So that'd be great fun to build. Definitely, mate.
Nastro says, yep, Yams with lovely bikes. I think Suzuki has taken the lovely bike honours now, though.
Oh, it's the sexiest bike on the grid without fail to Suzuki.
Muse has had to leave us, by the way. Take care, Muse. Got to go back to work.
Take care, Muse. Take care, my darling.
You see how I'm actually letting you talk about motorbikes?
I know, you're doing well.
On your show. I'm letting you talk.
I know, you're doing well, mate.
Lynn Dipple says Spider Pig.
Absolutely. Thought I'd got away with that.
Yeah, so if it was just a stock Dodge, I could just do what I wanted with it, but because it's a specific car.
Yes, yeah, you are pretty tied to, yeah.
Yeah, although I could build it and then just trash it and say it's the bit where it crashes.
Yes, you'll probably end up with a hate campaign, won't you, from all the Dodge Charger
Absolutely,
lovers.
because that's like a grand's worth of model I've just destroyed.
Yeah, they'll be going, yeah.
They'll be going, no.
Yeah, you'll get hate mail. Oh, mate, yeah.
Absolutely. And we need to mark, I've just realised I need to mark off these dudes that I built because the specific dudes, crap, which one's which now? I've not been paying attention. Well, just arse, and arse. I think that's that one, They all look the damn same, but they're not. But they are. Oh, flange.
You're saying flange words again.
I said flange. I thought I built 3 individually distinct dudes, but they're not. Oh, no, they are. Oh, hang on. No, oh, God. I thought I built 3 different dudes, but I don't think...
William is saying his bike's his daily driver. Yeah, I stopped riding about 9 years ago now, mate. And yeah, I miss it every day, if I'm honest.
Now, this is where I'm going to frustrate the bike owners in the audience, because I don't understand this thing for bikes. Now, let me explain.
Yeah.
I like to sit in a nice, comfortable chair with protection from the elements and a stereo and a cup holder. Yeah, and I can sit back and go la 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 la. I can wear shorts and a t-shirt. I could drive naked if I wanted to.
Oh yeah.
But I don't understand bikes. It's like, to me, it's like, why would I want to walk on stilts when I can just wear some nice sneakers?
For me, it was probably some of the bikers in the chat will relate to this. It was the thrill of being at one with the machine, just you and the machine, and an open, windy country road, and you could get your knee down and just blast the shite out of it. And I don't know, it's just you feel at one with the machine. You don't ride the bike, you ride with the bike almost. You know what I mean?
I can kind of get that.
Yeah, it is a thrill. It really is. I mean, it's like roller coasters. Some people love them, some people don't. It's a thrill ride, isn't it? It's.
Yeah.
I don't think you can certainly not get the four-wheeled, the two-wheeled feeling on 4 wheels. You know, it's just a thing.
I kind of get that. I understand the power and the thrill, and I understand that bit. I'm not so dense that I can't figure that out.
It's not so great in the wind, rain, and snow. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah, I mean, it's like why would you get the bus when you can fly a fighter plane? Yeah, obviously. Yeah. But at the same time, making it your daily driver, because I used to know this guy at work, and he had a beautiful, he had a Blackbird. Blackbird?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, this thing was a monster. But of course, he had to drive it at 30 miles an hour like everybody else. But so he had this Blackbird, and here was my routine: wake up in the morning, get a wash, vaguely look sociable, get in the car, drive to work, get out of the car, drink coffee. Happiness day ensues. His routine was get up, shower and shave and everything.
Yeah.
Get dressed, but put on special clothes that then all his leathers go on top of.
Yeah.
Then he'd go to work on his man machine.
Yeah.
Looking awesome like Street Hawk. Then he'd get to work, go into the gym, take all his leathers and stuff off, take all his clothes off that were the special clothes for scruffiness. Then he'd get into his work clothes, have a shower. Then he'd get into his work clothes. Then he'd do the coffee thing. And I'd be like, I just get out of the car and get a coffee.
Yeah, but you get to do one thing on a motorbike that car drivers can't do. You get to scoot between traffic jams right down the middle lane on the white line and agitate everyone and get there quicker. And I don't know. For me, it was just the thrill of riding a motorcycle.
That's the weird thing. I mean,
nothing like it on earth, mate. There really isn't. Yeah. It's strange.
I think if I'd ever been on a motorbike, I'd probably get the thrill. The most I've ever done is belt a moped round a field.
Yeah, it's a strange feeling. It really is. It's just.
I've always understood the whole power thing and the freedom.
Oh,
but it's just in terms of like daily usage, I've always thought.
You've got the power thing, but also there's that for me would be riding a Harley up Route 66. Now, that's what we would call a plodder. It's a cruising bike, isn't it?
That's a whole different thing.
And it's a whole different thing. You go on a tour on one of them, so there's that side of it. So the thrill of being on the open road with just you, the two wheels and the scenery is,
Well, I suppose, again, that I can understand as well, because that is such a specific use case.
Yes.
I suppose, if you're going to go on a road trip on a Harley like that down the interstates, then that's exactly what that's designed for. You get is it a Gullwing, I guess? Get a Gullwing.
Oh yeah, Honda Gullwing, yeah.
Yeah, and like that's what that's meant for. It's a caravan.
Europeans, that sort of thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's basically a caravan on two wheels.
Yes.
That's the whole point. You take the trip because you have the Harley. So I understand that. And even I would be like, yeah, I'd probably do that.
Oh, yeah.
But that's because you're taking the trip because you have the Harley.
Yes.
But I think it's just more the people that's they use them as daily drivers. I never quite get it because it just seems so impractical.
But it depends really. It's a strange one because like if you live in London, especially central London, the easiest way to get around is on two wheels.
Yeah, I could see that.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it's going to be your daily driver, isn't it? Again, if your work commute is only say, I don't know, 5-6 miles, then you're going to scoot out on the bike, ain't you? Because, you can be there in next to no time. All right, you've got the change of clothes thing and all of that.
Yeah.
But, it's a quick commute because, during rush hour, you can scoot in a lot of places on a bike that you can't on a car.
That makes sense.
So you've got your practicalities, you've got the cheapness on fuel, insurance, taxation. Economically,
it makes sense.
It makes sense. But in the middle of winter, when there's, an 8-foot snowdrift, you're not going to be wanting to ride your bike, are you?
No, because I mean, I get all that, but there is also, let's consider the whole death issue here.
But that's 90% of that is, dare I say it, people not spotting bikes. Yes, there are bike riders that bring shame to bike riding.
Oh no, I don't mean like that. I don't mean like people being tools and killing. I mean, that's what I mean. It's literally the fact that when you drive a car, you're at the mercy of other road users and yourself. But when you're on a motorbike, you are absolutely at the mercy of everybody else who don't give a shit about you.
If you have a spill on a bike, you can kick the bike away from you if you've got the time.
Yeah.
A lot of the time in a car, if you have a heavy spill, you've got to be extracted, ain't you? You're in that metal cage. You're as susceptible to an injury as you are on a bike. It depends on what the accident is, but it's like anything. There are daft car drivers out there. There's daft bike riders out there. It depends. I mean, I was taken out by a drunk car driver.
Yeah. But that's I
You
think
know,
that's the thing that would the film with fear is if whenever whatever vehicle you're driving, you're always at the mercy of other people.
absolutely.
But if you're at the mercy of other people in a car, most of the time they'll just smash your car up and you'll be fine. If you're at the
Yeah.
mercy of other people and you're on a bike, 95% of the time, if you come off that bike, you're either crippled or dead.
Well, this is it. I mean, I've still got my Monza, as you know, in the garage over the way there, and I had that converted to hand controls when I was last driving.
Yeah.
But again, as my hands started struggling with things, and I was getting involuntary movements in my hands, I found driving a car with a throttle and a brake on a hand control, you know, dare I say it, you get the wrong kind of muscle spasm and you end up gripping. You're going to be belting down the road in a 3-litre motor, aren't you? And
Yeah, not ideal.
and my reaction times started to diminish in my hands, and I thought there's going to be that one day when I'm ambling along the road and the obligatory lady with the child in a buggy is going to walk out, and I'm not going to react in time.
No.
That pricked my conscience for me to go, I'm just going to park the car now.
Now, just in line with what we were talking about earlier on, when you say it pricked your conscience and you parked the car up, did it prick your conscience, or did you get told off a bit and then you're like, you know what, you're right, I better?
A bit of both, really.
I thought H might be in there somewhere.
No, she always said that she wouldn't force the decision on me. She said, I know you well enough to know you'll know when it's time.
Yeah. Is it more a case that when it's something little and silly like a stair lift, you're gonna be stubborn, but when it's something like people can get killed, you're putting other people at risk,
if you're
then
going
then
out
more...
in a you know, I mean, you know, the Monza's a 3-litre straight six car. It's you know, it's got a bit of welly to it, you know, and I don't know. It was just my own conscience was if shit's going to happen, it's going to happen to me, innit?
Yeah.
I'm one of them people, so I just couldn't deal with that in my conscience.
No, it's
So
more
I made the decision.
It's more a thing that, like when like I say, when it's something irrelevant like a stair lift, you're like, no, I'm not giving into that. But when it's something serious,
when it's something serious, you've got to be realistic, haven't you? And
there's no silly arguments about that. It really is.
it's not my life I'm putting at risk as well. It's other people's, and it's not. You know, they're not asking for me to come round the corner and run them over, are they? They're going about
if only
their
everybody
business.
thought the way. If only everybody thought the way you do.
Do I miss driving? Yes, I love the car. I've had the car since it was new.
It's a Monza, of course you would love it.
And I can't bear myself to part with it. That's why it's under wraps on axle stands in the garage, and it's there. But I know deep down I'll never drive it.
Have your lads not got any interest in looking after it, taking over it?
My youngest lad has, but he's still a bit of a speed freak.
Ah,
yeah.
No. How old is he?
He's 24, 25.
Oh no, they need to be at least 35 before they can drive that bastard.
And the insurance will. And not only that, look at the modern emissions rules on cars now.
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty much going to get taxed out of existence, isn't it? So
Yeah, true.
it's a shame to say that it might end up getting scrapped. I don't know. I think you know it's only 42,000 on it from new, mate. So
well, the thing is that you can get cars converted to electric.
yes.
So even though it's the travesty of the heresy of taking a straight 6 3-litre engine out of that Monza and replacing it with electric, if it means that Monza still gets to drive around,
this is it. Hence why I won't crush it. You know, and there's a couple of enthusiasts that have had their eyes on it.
Yeah.
You know, and one of them says, when you're ready to sell, he said, I'll tear your arm out, because I had bespoke leather trim put in it. You know, like I say, it's got 42k on it from new, full service history with all the paperwork, you know, so it's properly, it's worth a few quid, but...
just one or two. Why haven't you sold it? No,
because again, you hold on to that possibility, don't you? And dare I say it, you know, this is what we were saying earlier on about not letting MS beat me. Now, if I sell the car and send me license back, it's one, isn't it?
Yeah.
What else have I got to fight for? What have I got to push for? You know, to try to keep going. You know.
Yeah, but if you
driving is one of them things that I strive one day perhaps to be able to do again.
Yeah.
The reality is probably it won't happen, but you hang on to it, don't you?
Yeah, you don't know what technological advancements may happen. But at the end of the day,
Absolutely.
if you keep your license and keep the car, but just choose not to drive it, then
Yes.
everybody wins. You've not sacrificed.
Absolutely.
You've not confirmed anything.
My conscience is saying I've made the right decision.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know, there's people out there probably go, "Oh, I'll just get in it and drive it." Yeah, but it's that 1 in 1 million chance that it would go wrong, and it would haunt me for the rest of my days.
That's what I was saying earlier on about, you know, if only everybody thought like you. That kind of logic is the kind of thing. Well, I've only had 5 pints. I've only got to drive down the road. I'll just drive down the road, crash, kill someone.
You want to laugh? I'm sanding this gun, right? We was on about painting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'll just turn that up, just like that. I'm sanding the barrel.
Hang on, can't see now. It's out of shot. Oh, I see. Poor little bugger in the top's like, will you stop doing that?
Oh, I was just sitting there giggling at that. It's like, yeah.
You know what that tank needs? It needs a great big supercharger on it.
Yeah.
You're having thoughts now about superchargers, aren't you?
I am. I'm having lustrous thoughts. Lynn Dipple says, does the UK have a classic car license plate? Yes, it does. But the car has to have been built before a certain date to qualify. They changed it because a lot of people were holding on to older cars so that they could then go tax-free by having a 25-year-old car. So the government, being the sneaky shits they are in the UK, changed it where if it's built after a certain date, you still pay full whack tax on it.
Yeah.
But you can get what's called an agreed insurance over here, where you agree to drive no more than X amount of miles. Yeah. But that would still mean me getting behind the wheel and driving it, and Helen can't because she can't reach the pedals.
Oh, bless.
Because she's only 5 foot.
Because you have classic car insurance. When I was looking at getting Trans Am many years ago, until I realised it was $5,000 insurance, and the car was actually costing $5,000 anyway. So it was half the cost of the car was the insurance. So I was too young. I looked into classic car insurance, and it was quite simply a thing of the insurance company said, right, well, it's going to be like, because you're like 12 years old. Yeah. It's going to cost you £1 million to insure this car because it's like a 6-litre Trans Am or whatever it is. Crazy, 1970 Trans Am. Yeah, it's going to cost you all the money in the world to insure you, unless you do a classic car. So what's that going to be? That'll be like $1,000 a year. Okay, and what's that? You can drive 1,000 miles. Yeah. I'm like, well, that's it. Yeah, I can't. It's an everyday driver. I couldn't do that. Well, then you can't have classic car insurance. What happens if you go over 1,000 miles? Then you pay regular insurance premiums for the rest of the year. That's why my Monza's only got 42,000 on it, and I had different cars alongside it. Yeah, because it was on classic insurance for about 6 years. I remember a car that we worked on, or we were going to work on. I don't think we actually ever did. Did we? Yeah, we did work on it a bit. Went to this guy's house, and he had a Mark 1 Escort. Oh right, yeah, the bubble shaped one. I think it was a Mark 1. Yeah, might have been a Mark 2, but he was a real rally nut, and he'd basically bought this Mark 1 Escort, fully restored it. I mean, literally, it's just stepped off the factory in 1968. Yeah, it looks like. But he's fully restored it to rally standard because he had a particular favourite rally driver who drove Mark 1 Escorts. Yeah. So he's fully restored it to rally standard. He's fully painted it in the relevant livery. It was like a cream and green colour. I don't know the rally driver's name. Yeah. And he even went to the effort of having made a leather pouch in the boot with all the tools in it, which was exact replica of the leather pouch with his monogram on it and all the tools replicated in it. And it was like, it was literally as if he just picked up this rally car in the 1960s from the factory and just transported it. And it was amazing. Mine's still got the Opel toolkit in the little leather thing in the boot. On the inside of the car, you've got the cardboard checklist that they did at the factory when it was built, making sure all the checks had been done. That sat there in I'm having a problem because I'm thinking of Opel Monza, but I'm thinking of I'm getting confused with. You're getting confused with the Manta. The Monza was basically the Grand
sports executive version of a Manta.
I'm thinking of the Manta, right? Let me have a look. Opel Monza.
Yeah.
Let me show the audience what we're talking about. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. What year?
Yeah.
What year was it?
1985 Opel Monza 3-litre GSE.
GSE. Let's have a look. GSE. What colour?
It's in a black bottom, silver top.
Ooh, let's see if I can just happen to find a picture that
and,
matches. That'd be nice.
Yeah, they might only show you silver ones because I had the two-tone paint job put on it.
No, it's basically that, but it doesn't look like it's got a black. It looks a bit like it's got a black bottom, if you pardon the expression.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me get rid of that.
Tell you what I can do. I can get the exact one for you if you want.
That's all right, I've got one here. It's kind of like if I can actually get into the damn website. Show me the damn picture. After all, it's a tiny little picture like that. One of them's.
Yeah, it's got.
But imagine that's black.
Yeah. I will show you the exact one.
Okay, that's even better then.
Let's have a look.
William Rayburn's off. I'm going to go and hang out with his brother. See everyone tomorrow. Good night and sleep well.
See you later, mate.
Take care, William. Thanks for coming in. Say hello to your brother.
There you go.
Hang on, let me get my glasses of looking. Oh, look at that. I thought you had a black bottom, if you pardon the expression.
Oh, yeah, that's not my car. That's the same year. Well, no, that's
Okay.
a B-Reg one, that is. That just gives you an idea of what car it is. But mine sits a lot lower than that because I had it lowered.
Man, that's some classic car goodness.
And it's full leather interior as well. And it's got the original digital dash in it from the 80s.
Oh, you mean the little...
Yeah, does the
Digital
Night Rider
numbers.
bit. Yeah, yeah.
I never quite understood. I never quite got why... Because we had Vauxhall.
Yeah.
I never quite understood why Opel was available in the UK when it was basically the same cars as... Because what was the Vauxhall version of the Manta?
It was the Berlinetta.
Berlinetta. And
Oh no, it was the Vauxhall Royale. That was it. The Vauxhall
See, I don't remember the Vauxhall Royale at all.
Yeah.
What was
No, mine was the grey import from Germany. Mine.
Because you saw Opels on the road, but were they always imports?
Yeah, majority of them. You went for the Opel variant because the build quality was a lot better.
Well, yeah.
It was German build quality. There's one in black. Let's show you that. You're going to make squishy noises now.
Oh,
Yeah.
squishy noises. I don't know if you heard those at all. Oh, look at
Yeah.
that. I like the blue tint to the windows as well. That's like a
Brilliant,
Matchbox
mate.
car, that
But
is.
no, they are a lovely car, but a big, heavy, old lumbering car, you know. But
Oh, yeah. So hang on.
show you the dash.
So the Monza was... What was the Vauxhall version of a Monza? That was the Royale.
Royale, yeah,
What was the Vauxhall version of a Manta?
was the Berlinetta.
See, I don't remember any of them at all.
Yeah.
Is it because Vauxhall made them crap and they just...
Friday cars, mate.
Were they always in brown or something?
Yeah, no, that's the Opel. I'm looking for a Vauxhall Royale.
Because my friend had a Manta and it was mint. It was a death trap and a piece of crap because it was old. But it was a mint car, but it was absolutely garbage.
Yeah, let's see if I can find the Royale. Let's see where I can...
Man,
show
oh.
the dash. Oh, yeah, there you go. There's the Monza dash. That gives you an idea how vintage it is. That's the dashboard.
Oh, yes, get in.
It's proper, isn't it?
I like the way it's got that little graph on the right hand side that's not really a graph, it's just it fills it up with a colour, with the light
Yeah, it
from
just
behind.
fills it up. Yeah, it's like, let's
Always
see.
great when the bulb goes and you're absolutely knackered.
Vauxhall Royale.
I don't have any memory of Vauxhall Royale or Berlinetta at all.
Yeah, Royale was like the Princess Vanden Plas was the best way of describing
Because
it.
when I think of 80s like that, all I think of cars is like Vauxhall Nova.
Yeah, there's a Vauxhall Royale.
It just doesn't ring a bell at all.
Yeah.
And what was the Nova? The Nova was the Opel Kadett, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. So yeah, that's a Royale, and yeah, shit.
Maybe we just didn't know anybody with the Royale and stuff because I don't remember that at all.
There weren't many that were sold, to be honest with you.
No.
Let's see whether we can get the
Just no
interior.
memory of them. But then again, I can't remember many Vauxhall cars from it. Apart
There
from the
you
Vauxhall
go.
Nova.
This was the chief reason the Vauxhall Royale didn't really take off. Are you ready for this?
Go on. Do it to me. Real velour. Feel the quality. Real velour.
And
You know what, though?
Yeah.
You know what?
yeah.
I'd happily have a car with that interior now.
Oh yeah, but yeah.
Now for retro reasons. I mean,
Yeah.
I would sell every single spleen I could find to have a Mark III Cortina in mint condition.
Yeah. Oh,
Even
definitely.
though it will be absolute garbage,
Yeah.
I'd still want one with the original interior.
I had the Sweeney Granada.
Down it. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that Royale is just like, I'm losing the will to live.
Yeah. I mean, real velour.
Yeah.
That all that's missing is the little bead seat cover for the driver
Yeah. A bit of crushed velvet.
because
like,
been made into a taxi. Oh. I remember once where my girlfriend at the time, her dad was a taxi driver and he got really ill, and he had to park the car somewhere, so he parked it up our drive.
Yeah.
And it was a brown Vauxhall Cavalier. And you know what? It looked all right. It was a good looking car, the Vauxhall Cavaliers. They weren't that
Yeah.
bad looking. It was kind of a nice shape to it. And I kept saying to him, if you don't get back into driving, can I have it? Can I buy it? Because it's I know it sounds stupid to say a Vauxhall Cavalier was a nice looking car, but it kind of was.
Do you remember the Cavalier convertible?
Vaguely, I never saw one. I was aware of
it was like, yeah.
You see it in the Birmingham Motor Show brochures,
Yeah, the Cavalier convertible.
and you'd be like, "What is this dark magic?"
It had the most ill-fitting soft top ever produced by a British car company.
Was it the red top
Yeah,
one,
yeah,
the red canvas that looked like a Matchbox toy?
yeah. It looked like something out of a 1960s carry-on film.
Yeah.
And you'd drive down the road and you'd be behind one and you'd see the bubble forming where it was inflated and filling with air. Minging thing it was. Yeah. We didn't sell many of them.
No,
Good 80s cars. This is the thing.
Yeah.
This is why we
I
love them.
can't believe I considered a Vauxhall Cavalier a good looking car, but it looked quite interesting.
It was all right. The automatic ones were nice on them.
Then again, I quite like the Chevettes. I know that's real heresy. I just like the shape of them.
Nothing
They had
wrong
a
with
certain-
a Chevette.
They had a certain cheeky shape to them.
I've
I
got
know
a
they
confession to make.
I know it's a Vauxhall Chevette. I mean, for the love
I
of
had
God,
a bronze.
I may as
I had a
may as well
bronze
say
one.
I may as well say that I eat my own poop. But you know what I mean.
Before I got my Ford Orion, I had a bronze Chevette.
Let me find a picture of a Vauxhall Chevette for those who don't know what a Vauxhall Chevette is. What was that in Germany? I wonder. Probably still Chevette.
No, it was the Opel. Oh, what was the
Opel.
Chevette? Yeah, it was the Opel. Might have been the Opel Chevette. I don't know. Let's
I
have a
think they even
look.
had Chevettes in the US. Vauxhall Chevette.
Yeah, because it was General Motors in America, isn't it?
There we go. There we go. Classic crap cars. You really are. Oh, I found a perfect one for us. Look, hang on. Let me show you. Let me show you my Vauxhall Chevette. Hide it from me for a minute. You'll love this. You'll love this. Oh, this is just trouser moistness, because it's not just it's not just brown. It's gold and brown.
Oh, look at that! Yeah,
Look at that's just the worst thing I've ever seen. But also, I love it completely. It's gold and brown.
yeah. It's two-tone. You've got multiple choice there, mate. What's the,
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, has it got any more
I'd buy
pictures?
that.
Have they got any more
that-
pictures? What's that? Vauxhall Viva HP? No, don't care.
Oh, Vauxhall.
Oh, you've
Viva.
got one pic. Vauxhall Viva in a bag of chips. That's a Mac Lad song, isn't it?
Absolutely.
You only got one picture. That's rubbish.
Yeah, it's a bit shoddy, isn't it?
Yeah, but look at that. I mean, just look at it. Look at it with your eyes.
I know. And then you got the brown one.
I
Brown
wonder how
one.
much it sold for.
Oh, brown Chevette.
Welcome to our first auction of 2020, 1983. Let's have a look. The vehicle listed here will be offered blah, 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 blah. What does it say about it? Doesn't give you any information.
There's one with a spoiler on it. Why on earth would you do that?
What, a Vauxhall Chevette?
No, they have as well. Oh, look at that. Ultimate chav car.
Oh, that's just, no. And he's got like shitty glasses or sunglasses on.
Yeah.
See, he's doing it wrong because he's painted the spoiler and the body kit. If it's a proper Vauxhall 1980s, the rules are that you get the body kit, you battleship grey primer it, and then you put it on, and that's it.
You put it on with the minimal amount of rivets so that it flutters in the wind.
But if it's not,
sharp mouth on that and all, wouldn't you?
If it's not battleship grey, you're doing it wrong. The trim, because that's the thing about Vauxhall Novas. They were always, you'd get like a bright red Vauxhall Nova with like battleship primer grey spoilers on it and trim and shit, and it would always be like flapping around because they fitted it because they were chavs.
Remember them big rubber spoilers you used to get for the boot in the 80s?
Oh yeah. I may or may not have had one on my Sierra.
Oh, good man. I had a rear window louver on my Capri.
Guess what colour my Sierra was?
Mustard.
Brown.
Good.
Brown. It was a 2-litre Sierra Sapphire in brown. I loved it, but I got rid of it. I wish I hadn't. It was in perfect condition.
Trying to think, what was the? Oh no, it was the Opel Chevette.
Yeah, but it was my first experience of a car with a dashboard longer than my entire house.
Yeah, they was a strange colour. Why would you put flared wheel arches and a roof spoiler on that Chevette?
Because it's a chav. What were chavs before they were? I don't know what chavs were before they were chavs. What were they?
Look, why would you do that?
Oh no! It's
Let's see. This is the proper way. Different colour to the car.
That's just trouser tent. That's just like
that is
Mark II Cortina. Like, Mark II? Is it Mark II?
That's a Mark 1 Capri. That is.
Did I just say Cortina? I don't know why I just said. I don't know why I said Cortina.
Yeah, the wet mitten is on its way.
I know. I meant to say Capri.
Is that a Mark III Cortina? No, that's the Capri. There it is. Mark III Cortina. Is that a Cortina? No, it's a Granada.
You spoon. That's not a Cortina. That's a Granada.
Yeah, that's a Mark III Granada, isn't it? Yeah.
You can tell by the vinyl roof and rubbish grille. Mark III Cortina has the.
Let's get the Mark III Cortina.
Mark III Cortina in GXL 2000.
GXL 2000.
I think it's a GXL. I think it's GXL 2000. 2000 free for a pair. Oh, it's in bronze as well. Look at that.
Oh, it's in bronze. Look at that.
Fuck me. Oh, look at that. Just epic moist trouser tents.
You need a moment.
I would just sell every organ I've got to own a factory fresh.
Oh,
gold.
Look at the wheels.
You see what I mean when I said that was the closest we got to American style cars?
Yeah.
I mean, look at the grille on that. Look at the front grille on that. That is so 1970s American.
Oh, man, look at that. That is tentage.
Now, it would be an absolute piece of junk, but I would still love one. Fully restored. I'd sell everybody else's organs.
That is tentage.
That is... Oh,
no, I don't go much on the green.
No, it's not as good when it's not bronze, though. There's no shots of interiors.
We're going back to the bronze.
Have a look at the interior. See if you can find a shot of the interior of that
interior.
GXL 2000.
Yeah, no worries.
They really are. If it's got a solid plastic steering wheel, it's a proper car. If it can impale me and crush all my ribs and destroy my internal organs when I hit something, then it's a proper... Look at that black and white picture there, second one down on the left. Oh. Oh.
Cool, yeah, they were sunburned seats, weren't they?
Oh, God, yeah. Don't ever wear shorts.
Yeah, look at that.
Real... got steering wheel!
Stick on wood!
Stick on wood!
Look at that. Oh. Let's see, that's a sensible driver. He's put covers on the seat.
He's got material on his seats.
Yeah.
Look at that. I'm so jealous of anyone that has an actual... I think they're modern seats he's replaced them with.
Yeah.
An actual working Mark III Cortina. I mean, just look at it. Just.
That's back in the day when no namby-pamby crash testing was done.
No.
The crash test dummy was the person who bought the Cortina.
I defy any hot-blooded male to look at that and not sperm a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah, you'd have a little bit of man-wee, wouldn't you?
Yeah, a little bit of sex-free going on.
Yeah. Oh.
That's a bit basic, that one, but yeah, I think it's the bottom
We're
of the range,
finishing each other's sentences again, mate.
I know.
The Americans are going to be going, what the hell are these two?
I know. But the thing is, if I ever win the lottery, or if I ever somehow look at that real crappy centre console bit near the gear stick, it's like a plastic dog bowl.
It's the
just
most
plastic.
ill-fitting piece of tosh ever, but it was quirky.
It was quality Jeverage in them days.
And it's
And
like,
there's do you remember? Oh, look at that on the left there, the little sort of jet intake air vents. I've forgotten about them.
yeah, the little airball things, wouldn't
I don't
they?
like the modern seats in that. That ruins it.
No, that kills it. Oh, look, inlay. Oh.
It's not quite a solid steering wheel. It's got a slightly squashy steering wheel, but it's still got the solid core, which makes it awesome.
Look at the multiple colours you've got
I like
there.
the green I like the green on that.
It's nice, isn't it?
Please, can I win the lottery so I can get one, please?
Yeah, we're not worried about the Baneblade now. We're
fuck me backwards. Oh, look at that.
it?
It's brown and brown with brown and hints of brown.
Yeah, look, all the jets in the middle.
I know all the air vents.
Well, that's proper aircon now. Aircon 70 style.
It's like the joke horse racing, and it's brown horse in the lead with brown horse behind and brown horse followed by brown horse and brown horse leading up the rear.
I look, it's got the fluffy dice. Oh, I've used some of that.
I really want to.
I would have Colin and Ellen on the windscreen there, mate. I'd have to.
No, you'd have to have Colin Heather.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I need to win the lottery now. If anybody watching this is exceptionally rich and very generous, please feel free to donate. Please feel free to give me and Colin money via our Patreons, so we can both go out and buy. Like, he can get himself a Capri, and I can get myself a Coutinho. We can tool it round in our.
Mate, I ain't gonna do it to you again.
I've got to do it again.
It's the 2-door version, but
it's got to be the 2-door. It's got to be the 2-door GXL 2000.
Look at that! Whoa.
Oh, I love the Matchbox car hubcap. The thing that makes it so British, if you didn't know it, you'd know that car was British because it's got tiny wheels.
Yes.
If that was an American car, it would have like enormous wheels on it.
Oh, it'd have the big old Carlos Fandangos sticking out the side, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
That is just the ultimate, mate, isn't it? Oh,
That's the closest we ever got in this country to making interesting cars, because before that and after that, every British car designed in Britain has been boring.
Oh, yeah. I mean, apart
from that and the Capri, everything else has just been boring.
Oh, yeah. That's... let's see if I can find it.
You cannot show me a modern car that's in any way interesting to look at. That's not a supercar. Some supercars, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about everyday cars. Mark II? Is that Mark II?
JPS Capri. Oh.
What is it, Mark II or Mark 1?
That's Mark II, isn't it?
I think so. I think it is. Mark 1 had a more primitive...
Mark 1 had the Mustang vents, didn't it? Just beyond the front door there.
But again, I love the fact the wheels look like they're the wrong wheels on it. But then it got into the 80s and the Mark III, like the Mark IV car... Like the front on that is starting to look like a bit like a Vauxhall Viva, isn't it?
Yeah.
A bit like an Allegro.
Yeah, they changed the front and it kind of killed it, didn't it? But my toes are curled up. I may be touching myself inappropriately.
Show me on the door where the car touched you.
Oh, mate, look at that. Oh. But then the Americans, they had the Trans Am, didn't they? Where is it? I mean, look. Oh. Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. I have detailed the Pontiac Firebird.
Oh, mate.
Tell you what, look up. I know what you can do. Here, I'll show you the car I worked on. Do a search for, this might not work, Shinerama, SHINEARAMA. Do an image search. No, Shinerama.
Shiny Rama. That.
No, it's... do an image search. Go for images. Might not show it. Scroll down a bit. Keep going. Might be because we spelled it wrong. No,
2 secs. Yeah, all right, love mine. There you go, yeah. Yeah.
Morning.
Right, bless her. That was the hand that feeds.
Yay, as it provided food.
No, I had food before I came in, mate. Have I spelled that right? I've spelled SHINEARAMA.
Yeah, it's different image search, the one I usually do. Keep going, scroll down a bit, it might show it. It might not. Okay, in that case, do an image search for 2 words, DeVille, and then detailing. So DEVILLE. These are all long. DEVILLE.
Yeah.
And detailing. This is the guy I used to work for. It might not show it, but it might do. Scroll down a bit. You'll know it when you see it. There.
That one.
Oh, look at that. Oh. Yeah, I detailed the interior on that. I did some leather repairs. I did some vinyl repairs on the interior. We detailed it fully. He got to drive it from the guy. Remember I've told you before, it was one that's in storage for 40 years.
Yeah.
And it had like 5 miles on the clock. I don't know if we've got any more pictures on that, because the website's long gone now, and this is just archive pictures it's picked up from places. But I took a load of shots of it, but it's whatever stayed on the internet record, I guess. Probably that might be the only one. That's the only one, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, mate.
Unless you do a search for DeVille detailing Firebird formula.
Oh, yeah, Pontiac Firebird, isn't it?
Yeah. He turned it on, and it's like been in storage for 40 years, and it turned over the first time. That might be the only picture that's got stored.
Yeah, looks it.
I took loads of photographs. I think I've got rid of them now. When I left in a huff, I walked out of the job and deleted all my stuff. It's a long gone now. But yeah, I got to play with that car. Such a nice car.
Yeah, when can we win the lottery then?
Yeah, I need several £100,000.
Says Sweet Firebird. It was.
It sounded fantastic. The interior, right? Get this. The interior, white, deep pile carpet.
Oh.
White vinyl seats.
Yeah.
White vinyl trim. White dash. White everything.
Yeah.
Everything was white. And I had to do a full interior clean. It had been in storage for like 40 years.
Yeah.
It had a bit of yellowing, so we had to do a bit of cleaning. And it had a rip on one seat, and we had to repair that.
Yeah.
Doing a leather repair on vinyl. We kind of got away with it. But yeah, just to sit in it was like such a privilege. And this guy had bought it and had it imported from the States, where it had literally done about 10 miles.
Just looking at Lynn's comment, towels all round. Yeah, we may have. Yeah, see, this is what happens.
Panzer's off, by the way. Panzer's left us.
See you later, Panzer, mate. Take care, buddy. This is what happens when you put me and Fox on a late night Friday live stream.
Oh,
we get all.
Excuse me. Where that came from?
That's right, mate. Belch away, mate.
Edward Leather says these two are like little kids when they get together.
Oh, we are. It's funny. We're very similar, aren't we? I mean, prime example. I call that a spudger. What do you call it, Fox?
I call it a spudger.
Isn't that weird?
But you know why I call it a spudger?
Because it spudgers.
No, because of Will Smith at tested.com.
Oh, right, yeah.
Who used spudgers to get things apart, and that's where I learnt that phrase from. And that's why I use them to spudge things apart. Yeah. And bizarrely, I've got exactly the same one.
Yeah, I know. It's weird, isn't it?
Did you also go to the local pound? Did you go to my local pound shop and buy a set of crafting tools for £1?
What, the wooden ones with all the different bits and bobs?
No, it was a set of like 20. It was a set of 20 sculpting tools, all in metal.
Oh,
for
right,
like for £1.
No, I got this off of Amazon ages ago. It started off when I was, how can I say, removing a tooth.
Oh, God, here we go. You bought dental tools, didn't you?
I bought dental tools, yeah, because I had 2 bottom teeth that were annoying me. I got them out.
How does H put up with you?
Yeah, but you look how much it costs to go to the dentist, right?
I mean,
so are you saving money?
Are you like incredibly rich on the quiet or something, and she's sticking around because you're just made of money, or? Because it's either that or she's a living saint to put up with your shenanigans.
I made provisions for my family in the event of my demise.
I'm just wondering. Yeah. I'm just wondering what makes her stick around and put up with your shenanigans. And she's either
because she knows when I drop dead, she's going to be worth a few quid.
There we go. Then I always said I liked you, Colin. I always said you were a really good.
Yeah, lad. It was. I did various jobs when I was younger.
Are we talking like jobs?
No,
like a Ford Zephyr.
No. There was no balaclavas and stripy shirts and bags with swag written on it.
You're doing a blade.
No, I did door work, things like that. You know what I mean? And
I wasn't joking, by the way.
The money I earned, I just put away. And pensions, and insurances with a mortgage. The usual stuff. But, if I turn my toes up, she's got nothing to worry about, and I'm glad about that because ill wealth has caught up with me, isn't it? So I'm worth more dead than I am alive, which is, I'd love to be able to cash my pension in now because it'd be great. I'd rather use the money when I'm alive, wouldn't you?
Because you could get a Mark III, you could get a Mark II Cortina for a start.
I could get two of them.
Wow.
Because I'm a generous person.
You could buy 2 Scale Electrics cars. That's a lot of pension, that is.
But no, it's just.
I wasn't joking, by the way, about that. But you went all serious on me there.
No, not at all. I've got serious bone in me, mate. You know that.
You must be rich. Well, I do have provisions. No, never mind.
No, it was one of those. It's one of those, isn't it? You look after your family, you make sure they're going to be all right. And
whereas I'm just rubbish with money. I've got no provisions for anything.
No, I mean, a few years ago, I went and got the will done at the solicitors and everything because I know it's inevitable that I'll go before the wife, and so I wanted everything written down. I wanted everything sorted. You know what I mean? And so that it's done. It's dusted. I've actually paid for my own funeral. The wife's funeral's paid for. We're doing it our way, which is, you get picked up, they cremate you, and they send the ashes back. No bollocks with undertakers and, unscrupulous costs. It's done, dusted, bought and paid for. My sons haven't got to worry, you know what I mean? And
no kind of Brazilian festival parades or anything?
No, I'm not, if I had my way, I'd say put me in a waste bag and dump me down the tip. I don't see the point in having extravagant send-offs and things like that.
Well, it's more for them than you, really, let's be honest.
Absolutely. I'd rather people remember me for who I was when I was alive than a horse-drawn fucking procession down the road when I'm dead. I don't see the point of it. So
the only thing is, the only thing I care about is a good beer session afterwards for everybody who's come along.
My boys can do what they want. It's like I said to them, I want you to celebrate me life, not me death.
Yeah.
And, that's why I originally set up my YouTube channel. As you know, I wanted it as a legacy for the wife and kids to say, look at that silly old fart giggling there like a girl over Mark II Cortinas and Mark III Cortinas. It's just that thing, but I'm very practical. I like things neat.
Yeah,
my arrangements are made and I can sit, and this is why I goof around so much and joke about it, because I'm at peace with it all.
Yeah. See, I'm the opposite. I'm far too lazy and rubbish to actually make any plans for anything. I wake up in the morning and see what the day brings.
I can happily say I can enjoy life and not worry about what's going to happen after I'm gone, because nothing's going to be surprising to anyone because it's all done, dusted and paid for.
Well, I'm the same, but I haven't done dusted and paid for. I'm happy, and I just happy to just accept anything that comes. I just haven't had any plans.
I've got a very laid back attitude about it because, as a younger man, I always worried if something went wrong, because I used to burn the candle at both ends, as you know. Yeah. As a young fella, and I was always worried if something happened to me through my own stupidity. My wife is going to be widowed with 2 young children and won't have a pot to piss in.
Yeah.
And I didn't think that was fair of me. I thought that was rather selfish of me to put myself in them sort of positions without providing for my dependents.
Yeah.
So it changed my whole philosophy on life.
Now, I have to say, as stupid people, we do tend to think that our lives will end with some kind of stupidity because we are idiots. So we know that being idiot man children, our lives are at risk of ending because of stupidity. So we are more at risk for that, I suppose.
Well, just after I had my spine fused, and I said to Richard, the guy that did it, the surgeon, I said, how long before I can get up on my feet and sort my bucket list and that? Because, he was like, well, give it a year. He said, can I ask what sort of things are on there? I said, well, I'd like to do a bungee jump, a parachute. He said, you fucking stupid. And I went, why'd you ask? He said, I've just spent all that time putting you together again. He said, you want to go and jump out of a plane? He said, do a bungee. He said, that's the two worst things you could do, you pillock. I said, no, roller coasters, no. He said, don't be daft. And I went, but you got to have a laugh, ain't you? And he just looked at the missus and she went, don't worry, he won't be doing it.
No.
But yeah, this is why we are who we are, because we are stupid, aren't we?
Yeah, we're just idiots. But the thing with your missus is she'll just tell you can do it and then you won't do it.
No, because I worship the ground she walks on. You know what I mean? And
well, I'm thinking more that when she says you can't do something, you end up doing it. So if she tells you can do something, you probably won't do it.
Oh yeah, it's reverse psychology.
Yeah,
with her.
You can do that if you want. Okay, doesn't do it.
Yeah, but I'll only be disappointed for you is her favourite one. But but she may only be 5 foot and I'm 6'1". But
yeah.
When she says to me, I'd rather you didn't, I'll listen to her because she's not afraid to tell me not to do something.
Yeah.
And I need that. I'm a compulsive, addictive personality. And if someone said to me, here, Cole, wouldn't it be great if you went tightrope walking over that railing above a motorway? I'd go, yeah, I'll do that for a bit. And off I'm going, and I'm on sticks, for crying out loud.
Well, we know that because it's like, wouldn't it be great if you made that tank into an orc tank? Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, I'll just
like, if you put a crow's nest on it, I'll do that.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll put crow's nest on it. But and that's what worries H, especially when the boys were younger. She said, you're going to push yourself too far and hurt yourself. And I did. So
just going through the chat really quickly. While you're doing things, I'm sitting there twiddling my thumbs. I'll read some chat for you.
Oh, that's all right, mate.
Bobbin says burpularity and Lynn says burpage because I burped.
Oh, good burpage.
Johnny says, after driving my friend's Corrado, I bought one when I got back to the States. I really miss that car. That's a Volkswagen, isn't it, I think? It's an old VW, that Volkswagen Corrado.
Yes. I remember the Siroccos as well, the 80s one, the very angular one.
Yeah, I remember the Sirocco. Candygram from Mongo says, I bought a little student-grade dissection kit that's just terrific for removing splinters and such. When we were talking about
dissection kit.
When we were talking about spudges and things, it'd be like tweezers and little scalpels, wouldn't it?
Oh man!
Includes 5 mice.
See, I've got loads of forceps and things like that.
Oh yeah,
they're good.
That's a proper pathologist set of forceps. That is.
Yeah, I've got a set of quite a lot of these in a full set of different curved ones. I've got the cutter one as well. Yeah,
because Colin hangs around morgues quite a lot. You see. Because what you don't know is he's also a detective and he does lots of morgue things.
Yes, I could involve my body.
Yeah. Festa 67's workshop and dental facility, says Esward Leonard. Candygram says, do-it-yourself dentistry videos coming next up on YouTube.
Oh, but I mean, it's fun. I was chatting to a mate tonight in an hangout and he's paid nearly $1,000 for his wife to have dental work done.
Yeah.
And that's a tooth out that they charged a lot of money for, 170 odd quid to pull a tooth out.
Yeah.
Couple of £100 for the plate, couple of £100 for the mouldings and all. And I'm like, ding dong. You could have got in your car, come up the motorway, I could have got the pliers out and done it for nothing.
Or do what I did. Just do what I did. Wait till the middle of a goddamn global pandemic. Call your local dentist you're not registered with at a moment when they have to just give emergency treatment to people because they're required to by law because there's a pandemic on. And they took my tooth out for 35 quid.
Yeah.
Because they said, normally we wouldn't treat you because you're not a patient, but we can't ignore people. We're only doing emergency stuff and this is an emergency, so we have to do it.
Yeah.
I was like, yes. So at first I was like, why have I got I can't believe this is happening in the middle of a pandemic. And then it's like, actually, it's great because it cost me the first one was free, the second one was 35 quid for 2 teeth
I've
out.
got 4 wobbly teeth at the moment. Yeah, I've had a go at them. you know, I mean, I've been sensible. I've put tape on the pliers,
Oh God.
you know, but and I nearly got one the other day, and I felt it pull down, you know, and the git sprung back up again, you know, and so the
Yes.
spudger was out, and then my gums started bleeding, and I may have got caught.
Got caught.
Yeah, and I had a lot of explaining to do, and the look of death I got, and I'm like, but they're getting on my nerves. And I've tried all sorts, you know. I've stuck my Shorten Citadel scraper in there,
But the thing
in the gap, and tried to pull it.
This is the thing I don't get, right? Because I know you don't want to go to the dentist because you're scared of them, terrified of the dentists and stuff.
Yeah,
But all they're going to do is exactly what you've been doing, but you won't feel it because of the painkillers.
yeah, but
And
I'm doing it.
take,
That's the different thing.
It'll take 5 seconds.
Yeah, but it's me doing it,
But
not them.
but-
It's not a stranger, is it?
No, but like where you're there like this with your tools, jiggling and jaggling, and they literally go, right, we'll get that out.
Yeah,
There you
but
go,
they're like, I know what they'll try and do. Oh, we'll try and save it. We'll do a filling. I don't want a filling. As
No,
wobbly as
You can just say to
shite,
them, I want it out, please. You can just
Pull
tell
it
them to take
out.
it out.
because if they don't, I'll stand there in their reception with the pliers and I'll pull it out myself.
Yeah, if you just tell them to take it out, they'll take it out. But yeah, what
got
they'll do is
4 of
exactly
them.
what you're doing, just very fast and with no pain, because they'll be complete painkillers. I found it kind of amusing that you're terrified by the prospect of somebody doing what you're doing, but
Yeah,
much
because
faster
I
and
don't
painlessly.
like them. They look at you, don't they? They're like, yeah.
They look at you with their mouse eyes.
And they're
Mouse eyes!
bloody dental drills. I'm sure they do that on purpose too. But while you walk in, they're revving it, didn't they? Like a bloody motor at the traffic lights. It's like,
You know what
I
makes
you've
me
got a
laugh
drill.
is if you were to go to the dentist tomorrow, Sod's Law would say you get this little 4'6" tiny mousy little dentist who'd be like really adorable. She'd be like Esri Dax or something,
Oh yeah,
and you'd be like, I love you.
oh yeah. Now if Major Kira was stood there,
Oh yeah, you'd have all your teeth out.
I'll be going. I'll be down every week for me checkup, love.
If Major Kira was there, you'd be like, take him out.
Take them
Teeth, I
out,
mean.
take the lot out. But can you do it one by one and lean over me whilst you're doing it so I can
Yeah.
smell your fresh lily of the valley?
Yeah. So what you're saying is you're just terrified of dentists that aren't hot.
Major Kira, yeah.
Yeah, Major Kira basically.
I
we need to
am.
call-
Honestly, I'm uncomfortable even the thought of it. And it's
So we
only a
need to,
mile
I
down
need
the
to basically
road.
get in touch with your missus and say, "It'll go to the dentist if you can find a dentist that's like young and English rosy type."
Well,
And
her latest threat, and I thought this was pretty brutal of my missus, but very cunning and actually quite ingenious. She said if she inspects my teeth and there's any missing, she'll take my stash away.
oh, what does it come to when your wife has to check how many teeth you've got?
Yeah,
I never
she
thought
knows
that.
what one are wobbling, and she
I
knows
never
what
thought
ones
that
are
would be a
making go out.
conversation I would ever have with
Yeah.
someone. My wife checks my teeth.
Yeah, I'll come out the bathroom in the morning and brush my teeth, and she stood there with her arms folded. You know, like the woman, the angry woman with the folded arms. Mama Fox with her arms folded, yeah?
Do you mean like Flo from Andy Cap?
Yeah. And she just looks at me, and the foot's going. She goes, I go, what? Show me. I'll show you what? She said, I want to see if there's any gaps that weren't there before, before you went in. She has to physically inspect her. You've been having a go at them because your gum's bleeding. Might have given it a wobble.
God,
Yeah, down the stairs.
I
Go on.
don't know. But the thing is, you're at risk of doing more harm because if you do it and break the tooth off, you're in serious problem time there. If you get bits of tooth
Yeah.
left in there.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
but-
I don't know.
We
There's
got a
no,
lot
I know there's no talking around because that's what phobias are about. There's no logic
yeah,
to
the
them, so-
dentists are busy anyway, so I'm saving them a job.
No, they're not. Stop doing excuses. I don't know. Bobbin says I have forceps that are like that for feeding my snakes.
Oh, he's got snakes.
How do you get a child into those forceps? Are they a bit small to get the child into the grip?
Yeah.
I assume that you fade children to the snakes. I
This
would.
is the problem. Phil, he sums it up. He says he's not scared of them, but it's the cost of it. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't understand that. I haven't got £1,000 to throw at a dentist.
Lynn Dipple says, my old pharmacist died of ALS and he wanted to go skydiving and did. Later his wife said that he wasn't allowed to jump because of his ALS, but he just didn't tell him.
Yeah, that's the sort of thing I would do. Have you got any metal in you? No.
Do you have any medical conditions?
No.
Have you got any medical conditions? Shuffles on crutches? No.
Yeah, I'll just use the sticks because I like the look of them, mate.
Yeah. No, the chair is purely for looks.
Yeah. Yeah, put them in the chair and throw me out.
Lynn Dipple also points a finger at you and says there's less risk of infection if you get them properly removed.
Yeah.
I actually, when I had my tooth taken out, I got a little bit of infection, but they just... I went in there a few days later and said, my throat feels a bit sore. They went, here's some antibiotics. There you go, done, sorted.
Well, the problem I've got is I think I might be getting an abscess under one of them, so...
That's probably because you keep jamming unsterilised crap into it.
Yeah, it's probably because the spudger's been in there, the Citadel scraper's been in there.
You've like wipe your arse and pull your tooth out.
Yeah.
Johnny says it's 10 p.m. for him in Pennsylvania.
Oh, Pennsylvania. Nice neck of the woods.
Lynn Dipple says it's 8 p.m. in New Mexico.
No.
It's 3 a.m. Johnny is remarking that we're still up and it's 3 a.m.
Yes, it's lovely to be able to spend a bit of time interacting with our friends across the pond, because we've both got a few American friends that we love to keep in touch with, and this Friday night streaming's enabled us to do that, hasn't it? Yeah. And it's lovely to hear from Lynn and that, so yeah.
Philly says, I agree, Cole, not scared of them, but not been for 20 years. I can't trust them as they only make money when my teeth need work. That's kind of how a dentist works, though. Good for me is bad for them and vice versa.
I was all right until I think I was about 17, 18, and I had to have 4 wisdom teeth out because they was compacting.
Yeah.
And coming through at a weird angle. And instead of them shipping us off to the hospital, it was done at the dentist.
Oh, yeah.
And this guy was Hannibal the Cannibal on acid, mate. I reckon he ripped them out with a scythe, you know. And it proper put me off. And since then, I've had this inane fear of them. Honestly, I thought they was going to pull me bloody jawbone out. You know, it was horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know? And yeah, so from then on, I've just not been right with them.
Candygram says this could be a golden era comedy radio show.
Smashy and nicey.
Edward Leonard, Captain Squishy, says, I had a 4-foot-high Spanish lady pull all my teeth because of a gum problem. She was a trooper. I wasn't, lol.
Well, I was thinking of sending me lad in to have a checkup, just to scope them out for me, do a bit of research for Dad, so, it's an option.
Candygram makes an interesting point. Given that I'm trying to convince you to go to the dentist to keep things safe and clean and healthy, he says, Fox had a dental infection. Colin did not. Interesting.
Yeah.
I did it right and got an infection. No, what happened with me was they took a tooth out, and when you have a tooth taken out, just for a few days, it's an open wound for like a week or two. And you just have to be careful. You have to kind of avoid eating on that side of your mouth if you can. And it's entirely possible that a little bit of food or something can get in there if it's not fully healed over, if you don't get a clot.
Yeah, you then end up with a dry socket, don't you?
Yeah, you get dry sockets. But anything can get in there. And she said it's probably just like a little bit of bacteria or something, because there was an infection there. So it could be a bit of that got messed in, or when you've eaten something, a bit of food's gone in there. Just take that. It'll be fine. Here's some antibiotics. They'll go away in a day, and it did. So.
Well, see, my back tooth's got a hole in it, and it did have a bit of no nails in it, but that came out. Oh no!
Can I just explain? People, no more nails is basically epoxy glue filler.
It's
basically like wall plaster.
Yeah, and so it had some of that in it. But again, I was going to buy some of that dental filling stuff off of the old Amazon.
How is it right that you can do this to your teeth and still have decent teeth? And I look after my teeth, and they're just mine are just like a bomb site.
Yeah, but I cracked one or chipped the top off of one of my front teeth, and it was sharp, so I just got a file out and filed it. I've got no what's the word? Sensation in them.
But this is the amazing thing. You're happy to like do all this to yourself, but you don't want somebody else to do it with painkillers.
No, because I know what I'm doing. I trust myself, not them. It's weird, isn't it?
I don't know. Anyway, I don't want you to get too uncomfortable. Let's move on from dentistry stuff.
No, that's all right. It's just, it's. You can understand why my missus pulls her hair out.
Chaos says 4 wisdom teeth. Colin should have left them in, as Monday's death of the week could have correct pronunciations.
Johnny, I don't do bad.
Johnny says, I finally found a dentist I can deal with. She's blonde and has nice...
Oh. Okay. She's got a comfortable seat. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, yeah. Candy Graham says, when I came home after getting my wisdom teeth removed, my little brother amused himself by loudly cracking walnuts and asking me if that's what it sounded like. The good thing is, on one side, my wisdom teeth have never come through. But because the 2 teeth I had taken out last year were the 2 back teeth, top and bottom. Yeah. If my wisdom teeth ever come through, there's no tooth in front of them now to compact against.
Ah, lucky you.
On the other side, of course, there's still 2 back teeth, but
yeah, mine compacted, so they just basically sliced and diced them. But it's funny, my missus said, you could end up where they just say take them all out, and I went, but the rest of the teeth are fine.
Yeah. Lynn Dipple says, my dad is rolling in his box. He was a dentist.
Ah. Yeah. Someone else said that, wasn't it, in the e-models thing, when I had 2 pairs of glasses on. They said, I'm an optician. And what you're doing, it goes against everything I've ever...
Yeah.
But that's what I've got to do. Teeth and eyes. As soon as I can get out and about with this bloody pandemic caper.
Yeah, I mean, eyes are fine. I need to, as soon as I can, I need to go and get, and I can afford it, I need to go and get a new prescription for my glasses. But and I will not have varifocals this time. Forget that rubbish.
No, that's why I struggle, mate. I'm going to go back to standard vision and reading glasses, mate, because you see what I'm like on e-models trying to read the chat. That's a nightmare.
I mean, these are great for looking at my computer screen, and I've got my thick glasses for work, and I can put my magnifier on for painting. But for driving, anything 10 feet away is blurred. I'm like, I can't read license plates.
And I'm like, I've got to tilt my head back almost so you can see up my bugle just to read the chat out. So I've been putting my magnifiers on.
Yes, I like the opticians. I like going to opticians. The only bit I don't like, I find it interesting when they do all the little flippy down lenses and they're like, which one now?
Oh, it fascinates me.
Lens 1 or lens 2? But I got them to explain it to me once and I still didn't understand it. So they're obviously geniuses. But the one bit I don't like, it's like you with the dentist, I hate it, is the glaucoma test, the little puff test. The
puff of air, I bloody hate that.
Because like my dad had glaucoma, and if you've never had it before, if anybody out there hasn't had it, you put your head in the little rest, the little chin rest, and you look down the little tubes, and there's a photograph of a balloon on the horizon. There's like a roadway and a balloon, and you're supposed to focus on the balloon. And what it does is, it just goes and does a little jet of air into both your eyes, or in one of your eyes. And I think it's to test how your eye reacts to the puff of air, like whether it bends and flexes, I think.
Yeah.
But I cannot tell you how uncomfortable it is to have a little puff of air blown into your open eye.
Yeah, it's not
and
great.
No matter how much I know it's going to happen, I still have to jump in the chair, bang my chin on the thing, and make a little girly schoolgirl squeal every time.
I keep getting told off because I blink.
Yeah. Well,
can you stop blinking? Only, and they tell me off, and I'm like, but I know it's coming, and it's just a reaction.
It's like, I'd rather have my teeth pulled with no anaesthetic than have the air puff test. But the thing that gives me pause is that there's no guarantee I'll get glaucoma, but my dad had it, so I'm at risk for it. I hope I don't.
Yeah.
But the thing that I don't want to happen is he had to go and have his eyes scraped.
Oh,
to sort it out. And what they do, they put your eye in and they just put you down, and then they clean your eye by just like scraping the surface of your eye with a little strigil, and it's like while your eye is of course open.
Oh, really?
Before they operate on your eye, and it's like, oh, no, don't want that.
Oh, mate, nah, that would.
No, something. No.
Yeah, I'd be making them sort of schoolboy noises and leaving the room, mate.
I'd be like, I want to be unconscious. I want to be in a coma. I want you to put me in a medical coma. No, I don't want to be awake when you're doing things to my eyes.
Yeah, no, my mum, she had the detached retina surgery and all of that lot. And my youngest lad, he had the surgery done where you can do without glasses because he had one eye that was really bad. You know?
Oh yeah, that laser correction surgery.
Yeah, so he had that done, and he said it was spooky at first. He was worried about it, but it was, it was successfully done, Whereas me eldest lad, he's like, no, I'm happy wearing my glasses. I'm not going to.
I think for that laser stuff, again, they have to scrape your eye.
Yeah, he said, I'm not going to mess around with them. He said, I need glasses. I couldn't risk it.
When I was a kid, a little kid, under 10 years old, for some reason I always wanted to wear glasses.
Yeah.
So I used to try and fake my eye tests.
Oh, did you really?
Somehow, I never got away with it. They always knew I was faking it.
Yeah.
And then when I was older, of course, I needed to get glasses, and now I couldn't not wear glasses. I don't feel.
Cost of them and all
if I
these
look at myself,
vocals, they ain't cheap, are they?
No. Well, I'll go for normal glasses next time.
Yeah, that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to have glasses for the computer screen so I can read the words properly, because I have to do that. You'll often see me doing that all the time, and it drives me nuts.
I've got these which are supposed to be for computer work, but they're very focal, so I can do close up and distance. And then these big bottle bottom ones are supposed to be the close ups for doing like model work. Yeah. But these are so heavy that I can't really wear them. They sit really loosely on my face, so I don't like them.
Yeah. Are they glass lenses in them ones, the round ones, Fox, or are they the plastic ones?
No, they're glass, them are. They're
try and get the placky lenses because they're a lot lighter.
Well, it's also the frames. For some reason, they sit really loosely on my head and they weigh a ton, so they slip down my nose. So I don't really wear them very often.
Yeah, I went for spring loaded in the end, but I end up with two big dents down the side of me face.
Oh, yeah, we'll get that. Yeah, but when I'm working now, I just use those.
Yeah,
but these are very focal, so I can do the look at the computer screen.
Yeah,
but if I'm driving the car, your license plate 10 feet away is useless. Even if I'm trying to find the sweet spot, I can't find it. So I'll just.
This is the trouble, though, isn't it? We're at that age now where your eyes don't focus to and fro very quickly. Whereas when I first started wearing glasses, you could have one pair that did everything.
Yep.
And when did that become a thing that you can't do anymore? Is it because of our age? It's
oldness. Yeah, because your lens becomes less flexible with age.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
and that's why sometimes it just gets to the point where your lens doesn't really shift.
Yeah, it's like
anymore.
I can't be doing with the varifocals anymore. This is my second pair of them, and it's like.
I mean, this time I'm tempted to go for monitor work and distance rather than monitor work and reading, because monitor work I can put lenses on, flippy on lenses, and work on a on a model or something. But that way, if I get in the car, I can actually. I can see
with massive lenses that we can chop and change. And on the same monitor and distance, and then the rest of it I can do with my OptiVisor.
Yeah, but then the problem, of course, if I sit here at home, you're honest, excuse me, if I sit here like this for a few hours, working, then I go to look at the computer screen, I'm like, I can't read shit.
No,
my eyes take a while to get back to not using these.
Yeah, I mean my filming glasses, I've got the yellow lenses on, see. Because I find that easier with all the lights on. I get real trouble if I have too many lights on. But I can put both of them on, and I can read the chat on the screen.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And I did this before, didn't I? I had two pairs of glasses on.
Like Professor Brainstorm. I used to actually have yellow lenses like that, but in prescription glasses.
Yeah.
So my glasses were yellow, and it was brilliant. I had a clear pair when I was drawing, so I got the colours right. But for everything else, but I tried to get them the next time, and they were like, "No, we can't do that anymore."
No,
we can't give you tinted lenses.
Yourself, when we film, it is proper bright, isn't it? And I can't be. I have them on because otherwise I'm ending up blinding headache.
I would love to get I would love if these were proper real yellow lenses, but you just can't get them anymore. They say we can't do it now because it's driving risk. I'm like, I'm not going to drive with them.
No, that's right. You just want them for working under non-natural light.
I just want them yellow because they look cool.
Yeah, they do look good. I've got a pair of wrap rounds in the glove box of the Monza.
Yeah, but, I had them yellow for a few years, and then when I had to get new ones, I tried blue. Blue wasn't as yellow made everything look brilliant and sunny, and blue made everything look a bit cold.
And for night driving with headlights, they were great for dazzle.
Oh yeah, it was like driving on the continent. It was like driving in France in the 70s.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
But last time they said, we can't do that now because of safety. I'm like, I just want them. I'll give you money.
Yeah.
No, I can't do that.
No, sports.
Kids.
Oh well, I think we're up past 3 there. We've had a good run.
Mm-hmm.
So
Not bad, not bad.
we'll say our goodbyes, I think, and wrap up for the night. Bobbins 9000 saying he enjoys the eye checkups. Never understand why until he heard of ASMR.
Oh
And it
yeah,
all made sense. Yeah.
ASMR. You know what ASMR is, don't you?
No.
Yeah, no. It's where little tiny noises put you into a really zoned out, relaxed state. Not like a sexually, like a little. It's
Almost like
like
a semi-trance, you mean?
yeah. Well, it's almost like for some people it's like listening to someone talk with a whisper.
Right.
For other people, it's like tiny noises, like little crinkly sounds, or somebody
Yeah.
tapping, or
Yeah.
for me, it's I love ASMR stuff. It's like I love watching like proper Japanese woodblock artists do because it's little tiny noises of wood and it's
Oh, right. Yeah.
anything that's like really really quiet but tiny noises, little
Yeah.
crinkly sounds. It's almost like you get a tingle sometimes. It's not like a sex thing.
Oh,
It's like
right. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like a real. It's a
Like a stimulus.
It's actually called autonomous stimulus meridian response. That's what ASMR
Ah,
stands
there you
for.
go. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's not been proven to exist, but a lot of people claim to have it, and I get it. You just
Yeah.
like you'd be watching something with a quiet voice, and you'll just find yourself zoning out and just like going bah, because you go into like a real relaxed state.
So I can't use that as an excuse when I zone out on the E-model show when you and Chris are talking about Warhammer, then, no?
No, because if there's anybody that's the antithesis of ASMR, it's me waffling on about Games Workshop.
Yeah.
Like
Ted
Bob
gets
Ro-
it now and then, doesn't he? Because he'll just go,
No, no, that's just old.
brilliant.
But like Bob Ross is classic for like soft spoken.
Whispering Bob off the whistle test would be another one.
Anybody that talks quietly. There's a YouTube channel called RR Cherry Pie, and she gets little Japanese kits where you can make foods.
Oh,
And it's all
right,
little
yeah.
sachets and things that you mix with water, and it's little sachet opening noises and little stirring noises, just tiny little crinkly noises.
Oh, what?
And all you can hear in the background is a very faint air conditioning hum, and it's just so you just sit there and you're like, bah.
Yeah, I'd be into that.
Yeah.
Philly says, luckily he doesn't need glasses. He has freakishly small head, so if he ever gets them, he'll look like Dennis Taylor. Lynn
So
likes
a pair
her
of them. Be like, hello, I'm Dennis Taylor. Hello.
She goes once a year because her brain tumour's left her left optic now. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, bless her.
I do like eye checkups. I do like them because they're always really friendly.
I find it fascinating when they take the picture of your eye and you see inside your eye.
Oh yeah.
I love all of that.
Although I never get to see the inside of my eye, but yeah.
I watched my spine surgery. Me and my missus, after we had it done, we had the follow-up appointments, and
Yeah.
my missus was curious as to, what was done, type of thing. And he said, "Oh, I've got the video here," and he just sat and played the video. He said, "This is this." Showed her all the X-rays that were getting taken as the surgery was happening, and she was like, "Oh, this is good. This is." He said, "I'll put it on the disc for you if you want."
Yeah.
She's got it on the
He's
disc.
like, there's our wedding photographs. There's our kid's first. There's the diary for our first baby. It's my spine
This
surgery.
is why I'm worth so much money, because the kids are going to weigh me in when I drop dead and get all the metal. Edward has a cataract in his right eye, and it's getting very bad. It's screwing with his depth perception, makes him hard to see things, and he's scared to fix it. No focus equals yeah, mate. Get it fixed, buddy.
Yeah,
Me mum
get it
had her
fixed.
cataracts done, and it's funny. She said it was the best decision she had made, because for 20 years she had suffered, mate. And it, I'm not just saying it because it's me mum. She's 81 now,
Yeah.
but it's given her a complete new lease of life, mate.
The thing you have to remember about cataract surgery is that in a lot of third world countries, a lot of people suffered from cataracts.
Yes.
And blindness because of cataracts was a massive, massive problem.
Yeah,
Like
they do
an
that
endemic problem.
airplanes thing that goes and lands, doesn't it?
Yeah, but the thing is, this was like, typical where there was no medical facilities available, and like tens of thousands, millions of people suffered for their entire lives, or for lots of their lives. But the thing is, the surgery is actually so simple
Yes.
that literally now there are clinics where they can walk in, get the cataract sorted, and walk out again in an hour.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It was one of those things where millions of people were suffering unnecessarily because it's such a simple surgery.
Yeah. I mean, my mum was as nervous as anything, mate. And It's the only time I've seen my mum cry
Yeah.
was when them bandages come off because she was so overwhelmed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
It's just stuff in front of the lens, isn't it? You can't.
Yeah, it's giving her a whole new lease of life, William. So go and get it looked at, mate.
Mm.
Wendy Hickson's off. William says, "Great night, good night, everyone. Great show. See you all soon." Philly says his aunt got both eyes sorted and said it was like going from filthy, dusty windows to crystal clear.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Paul D. Tomato says, "Hi everyone. Damn, did I just get in when everything's wrapping up?"
There's always one.
Yeah, you did, mate. I'm afraid. Have you rung the bell, Paul, on me channel, mate, so you get all the notifications come through, mate? If not, I can always PM you. But these shows are set in stone now, and they'll be on every Friday as long as Fox wants to do them with me,
It
mate.
might be the time. It might be early evening there now. And
Paul's in Canada, isn't he?
yeah, so that's gonna be
7 hours behind, isn't it?
7 hours behind. So
Yeah.
yeah, he'll have been having his dinner and stuff.
Yeah, no
Coming home from
worries.
work.
Rightio then, folks. We're going to love and leave you until the next time. So thanks for joining me and
Yeah.
Fox, and we look forward to seeing you on Friday.
I was waving at the microphone then. I don't know why, because I should be waving at the camera.
Fox is on tomorrow at 3 o'clock on his channel,
Skyrim
doing your
Saturday.
Skyrim Saturday. I'm getting interviewed by Luke on the Black Rifle Model Works channel tomorrow, so you can watch that back.
Is that going to be live or is he recording it?
No, it's going to be live, but it clashes with you, mate. So,
does it?
out of respect, I'm saying people go and watch you, and they can watch
okay.
me back later on. You know what I mean? Because
Or just go and watch Col. I don't mind. Skyrim's
no,
always
keep
there.
Fox company. Bless, but
I don't get that. I don't get many people watching me do Skyrim. So I only get like 20 people, so it's not the end of the world.
yeah,
You
but
probably
I'm
get some
trying.
like-
I'm trying to learn the game.
You need to play Skyrim. You need to get.
I will do it. I will do it, mate.
I can send
We'll
you a
have
list
to do
of
it as a
mods.
stream one night.
Hey?
Do it as a stream one night.
Well, you can't co-op it, unfortunately. That's the downside. You can't co-op the game.
Of course, you can't. No.
No, that's the downside. I can sit there and heckle while you play, but that's about it.
Yeah, no, that's no fun. Not for me,
No.
anyway. For you, it is. Just keep putting on Festa 'cause I'm
No, I'll be
stoned.
sitting there going, "Oh, don't do oh, no,
You didn't want to do that. That's a bit
No.
like my wife with her map reading back in the day when she goes, "You should have turned there."
It'd be like me. It'd be like me trying to teach Mama Fox how to do something new on her iPad. I just feel instant regret.
Yeah, no, you don't want to do that, mate.
Nah.
Oh, well. Catch you later, folks.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.
Take
for
care,
now.
everyone.